What's up?
Wow. Hello, everybody.
As we know, actually, we play a tabletop role-playing game show on the internet where you, the audience, gets to decide our fates. Welcome to our weekly show, the EBERRON Show, Raiders of the Uncharted Tomb. You'll notice, unfortunately, we are missing our beloved Macy, who has been afflicted. She's been felled by the vid.
Let's give her a big kiss.
Big kiss.
Miss you, Macy.
Socially distant kiss to Macy. So sad. But consolation is that Scallop didn't die last night. Yeah. Here comes Code Red. Do we have any announcements?
I have an announcement which is that I guess I made a mistake. There was supposed to be this live chat running on the right side of the screen, but it's completely blank. So, never mind. Maybe I'll work on it for a moment.
Okay.
But if I do that, we might get a little glitchy for a couple minutes, and if I can't do it, I'll abort ship. I'll let you guys do the rest of the announcement.
Totally. What I got for the announcements are talking about our incredible patrons.
Wow.
We've got Pablo, we've got Ryan, we've got Melissa, we've got Dunkstu, we've got Jordan, we've got Yoel, Alana, Henry,
there we go.
Zane.
It's working.
Awesome.
Yay.
Laura, Cal, Mary, and I want to give an especially excited thank you to Baron Battlebread, who literally just, for the past 24 hours, has helped me build a PC computer.
Yep.
And he is so awesome. Thank you, Baron. One of our patrons, but also has helped build a computer that next week is going to be used for our show. So,
Yeah, if you subscribe to our Patreon, you get the honor of spending 12 hours supporting us build a computer.
watching me freak out as I'm like, why isn't this working?
Baron's here and says you're welcome.
We love you, Baron.
We owe
He's
Baron
so
so
iconic.
much. Just for Baron, we'll kill all the PCs
Oh.
tonight. We'll do a nice little
That
TPK
is-
episode
I'm
for
literally
Baron.
sending him something in the mail, but what he really wants
What he really wants
is death to
is
all of us.
full murder. Incredible. Any other announcements?
That's it. Well, a reason to join the Patreon is that we are deep in the midst of creating this EBERRON module.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of this stuff is already uploaded to all of our maps, like everything that basically subclasses, new races, items that we've used, all of it's like uploaded in the Patreon, but we're in the midst of formatting like the huge chunk of the beginning of this adventure, and it is looking so amazing, and that's all coming out for free on Patreon soon. So join our Patreon, or you'll
And
be able
then
to buy
run it yourself
later,
and
but
stream it.
True.
Yeah, for real. Oh my god, incredible. Thank you so much to all the patrons. You're the reason we can keep doing this, helping us with just making sure that we can do things like Jack being able to put the chat up on the screen. Thank you to everyone out there.
That's what they pay me the big bucks for.
Check out other links in the doobly-doo, including our Discord, where we're having fun conversations about what's happening, dropping memes in there about 24 hours, all the deals, everything, all the good conversations happening in the Discord. Check us out. And hey, if you're here for the first time and don't understand, how is this interactive? How do I change their fates? Well, you're about to learn! Because we're going to change the fates drastically of our players here before we change the fates of our characters. This is a big one as we go to our first crossroads of the night. And the question for the killers is, what should we do pickle related? Take shots of pickle juice right now. Vote juice or light a pickle scented candle for the session.
Okay.
If you're a patron, then you may have tuned in when Carson rolled on the Wheel of Fortune that he would have to order a pickle scented candle. And hey, there it is in the flesh.
Wow.
My God.
How do you
If you're
feel?
not in the mood for that, then I have
You're like kind of tearing
with
up.
a little bit, just like a little tiny sliver of pickle left. We have this pickle juice ready to be slurped.
All right, we have candle, juice, candle,
neck and
juice,
neck, Carson.
candle.
What do you prefer,
juice.
Carson?
I'm not saying not a word. I'm not saying a word about this.
It's looking like juice, which I think is worse for Carson.
Really?
For Carson,
I'm
happy
actually-
I love juice. I love the juice of a pickle.
Fine with the juice.
I
I'm
think
afraid.
that Carson could handle the candle.
I'm thinking the candle might ruin all of us.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be
Here's
a
what I'll say.
terrible smell.
I smelled it and
Pretty good.
it's not bad.
Okay.
It's not bad.
What is the
I'll let you guys
notes?
smell
All right,
it,
it
but,
looks like it's
but
definitely
too bad.
juice.
we'll smell it another night because we're taking.
This is the worst day of my life.
You could.
In fact, I have also smelled the candle.
Wait, can I smell it?
It's actually not that bad.
Give it to me.
And I famously don't love a pickle. But
Yeah, they made
it's
it.
more cucumber.
They're
Pickle
like
juice.
smart and
It's
didn't
cucumber.
make it a nasty candle. They made it a candle that smells
Yeah,
like
it's nice.
you would want
It's
to
fresh.
light it.
Listen, Baron. I know that.
That's
This is
gonna be right.
gorgeous. This is
We all
absolutely
know
stunning.
that pickle juice is fine,
Gorgeous. This
except
is
Carson.
absolutely
Well, while we pour these
Oh my
shots and
God.
everything, we can
Carson,
take the
get the shot
shots.
glasses.
Why don't we take the shots when we come back from the intro,
All right,
just to
here
start
we
us
go.
off right. As we go to our intro for this week's episode of Please Don't Kill Us.
And we're back to take some pickle juice
First
shots.
of all, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to everyone.
To the brothers.
To the brothers!
Boys' night.
It's delicious.
Absolutely.
It's
Pickle
actually
juice is
delicious.
delicious.
It's
Pickle
actually
juice
delicious.
is so good.
So yummy.
That is
lick
bad.
it. Like-
That is bad. But oh my god. But better than olive juice for me.
Okay.
Olive and
That's
olive.
good to know.
Don't even bring it up.
Because I can't do it. I'm olive adverse too.
Yeah.
Yep, this
It
is
is an
great
affliction.
to know. This is great to know. As previously, on Please Don't Kill Us, our intrepid party faced down a smoking, tentacled behemoth deep in the lowest sanctum of the towers of Kalazart. Alongside, their sometime rivals, the Digits of the Order of the Emerald Claw. You were able to free GiGi from this monster's clutches, though GiGi was left in a comatose state, seemingly stuck inside of a dream. The towers began to crumble around you as the monster ascended through the stonework. The adventurers fought their way up the spiral stairs of the library, Scallop and 104 brushing within an inch of death.
Yeah.
104, your companion, Tiny, was lost to the beast below. But as the tower was finally consumed by the sand, the rest of you escaped. And once outside the tower, you were confronted by a mewling horde of mutated figures surrounding you on all sides in the dark of the night here in the Mournland. The remaining members of the Emerald Claw, Chiron and Director Vale, signaled for their airship, which descended from the clouds above, dropping ropes down to lift all of you out, carrying the unconscious companions. The unconscious being 104, Scallop, and GiGi. Those who were left conscious held tight to the ropes as they began to reel up towards the ship, the bay doors opening, storm clouds rumbling above you as light comes from this zeppelin hovering in the air above you as the ropes, you tie yourselves and you are hoisted into the air. We're going to go to a crossroads. And that is going to be, are they out of the woods yet? Yes or no?
Oh my fucking god.
If it's yes, Taylor Swift concert.
No. Yes.
Oh my god. I'm unconscious.
I know.
You're all.
It's
except
us
for
too.
us. Yeah.
It's us too.
Conscious girls. Yeah.
Conscious girls.
No.
Conscious
Yes. Yes, it's tied.
Oh.
Halfway there.
Yes, it's not tied.
I'm actually hoping it's a Taylor Swift concert. Like we get front row seats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be awesome.
Okay. It's maybe gonna be. Oh no! It's gonna be a tie.
It's looking tied up.
Possibly.
Oh my god.
But then you know what happens. We get double.
True.
And it can't be tied at the table.
Yeah.
There's only 3 of us.
Three.
That is 4-4. Yes and no. Meaning the vote goes to our intrepid players here. We'll start with Jack. Are you out of the woods yet? Yes or no?
Do you think this is a trick?
I don't know. Go with your gut.
Oh, I guess I'll say yes.
My gut also says yes. Honestly.
My gut said no.
Really?
Yes. My gut did say no.
All right, no.
What?
I don't know.
Is that allowed to change? Maybe he's changing.
DM.
I will say that it's just up to Jack at this point. So you can
Don't listen to
Well,
me.
what are you thinking? I kind of felt no too, but do you think it's like the woods? Like, do you think we'll actually be in the woods and we'll see something interesting?
I just don't know about like Eric could be like, we're not out of the woods because then we have emerald claws to deal with, and then we might have to. It might help us in the future. It might just be like a talky thing. It might not be a combat thing. I don't know. I just for some reason my gut said no,
Wow.
and I'm gonna trust.
As you're speaking, there's a little worm that's saying no to me as well.
Should we just all say no so if we do something bad, it's all of our fault?
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
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 not out of the woods yet. As you're hoisted by these ropes, two of these mutated creatures,
Okay, maybe
as
we
they're
should
clambering
undo
forward,
that.
as you were being hoisted up, go,
do that.
run up, jumping and managing to latch onto the rope and start climbing up. You are on 2 separate ropes, Phylum and Thaddeus. You have one creature on each of these ropes as you are flying up into the air.
I thought it was gonna be maybe a good thing.
And in this,
Me too.
they're going to go ahead and attack. That's a 16 to hit you, Phylum.
Yeah.
That hits.
This is a TP.
Wow.
That's going to be 2 points of poison damage.
Okay.
As the other one's going to attack
2.
you.
Oh.
That's going to be a 6 to hit. Not hit as it comes up, swiping at you. You see half of the face looks like a human face, and the other half is bloated with pustules, boils across it as this creature clawing, coming up the ropes. We're doing side initiative, which means that was their turn. Now take your turns in whatever order you would want.
Okay.
I'll go.
Yeah, go
maybe.
first.
So we know that they don't like light, right, or fire and shit.
Yeah, we did because we threw the flaming sphere.
Okay, so I'm gonna do firebolt twin spell.
Okay.
Nice.
Twin spell.
Wind, yes.
And I make a hit. Oh. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm going to. I think I'm gonna Tides of Chaos and roll with advantage.
Okay, go for it.
Natural 20.
Nat 20 to hit.
Let's go.
On the
That's
twin
good.
firebolt, are you for a twin spell? Do you roll the attack for
Both my
one of them or for both of them at the same time? Good question. I'm guessing that you do separate attacks for that.
Okay.
With twin
2.
spell, you roll 2 attack rolls and 2
Okay.
separate damage rolls. So for the second one,
Okay, so for the first one, it's 18 damage, and wait, no.
attack.
Oh.
What?
Work.
Says nothing.
So the first
Work.
one is 32 damage, and the second one is 22 damage.
Did you roll to attack with the second one?
Oh, I
That's
didn't.
The question. Yeah.
But isn't it a twin spell?
Twin spell, when twinning spell uses an attack roll, you roll 2 attack rolls and 2 separate
Okay,
damage
so
rolls.
my-
So the nat 20's on the first one for sure.
Rats.
So
Okay, so
that's
32
That's
damage.
full die, max die, plus rolling on top of that. That's 32
Okay, so
damage
then
on the
it's,
first one. And are you shooting both of them at the same one?
No.
Okay, so
yeah.
first is to the one below you, second to the one below Thaddeus.
Yeah.
Second one attack
16
roll.
to hit?
16 just hits.
Okay, work. 10 damage.
10 points of damage. As you look down at the first one below you, as this coming up, swiping at you, you feel this surge of magic energy going down your arm, hot pincers into your palm, as you feel fire begin to glow there before it extinguishes in that moment, and you have a moment of focusing, and with your tides of chaos, an explosion of arcane energy within you as it comes out double force and shoots fire down onto it. It scorches across its body as it lets loose of the rope and falls all the way back, shattering against the ground, as you are now 50 or so feet up in the air. As you shoot this other one, 10 points of damage. It does burn across its back, but you see it sort of hunker in, holding on tight to the rope.
She really thinks she's that girl, but she's not.
Is it below
That was your firebolt. It's
this
right
lady
below you.
right below me?
It's right below you.
Are you carrying someone?
Am I carrying
Who's-
someone?
yeah,
Oh, I'm
Human
carrying.
speed. You're carrying GiGi.
But I'm carrying her in my floating walk.
She is in your walk, so you have both hands. I mean,
You carrying someone?
holding
Am
on
I
to the
carrying
rope.
someone?
You have tied to you.
Scallop.
Scallop.
Yes.
Right, and then Vale's carrying me?
Vale is carrying you.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
I'm gonna cut the rope with my knives.
Genius.
Absolutely.
Genius,
Yeah. Go ahead. This is a military grade sort of cord rope. So go
right,
ahead
it's
and
metal.
make an attack roll on it, if you would. on
Come
rope.
on, girl.
Attack on rope.
Come on, girl.
Okay. Well, with my knives, do I get the attack bonus as well with my knives?
The attack bonus with your knives, yeah.
Okay, great. So 16.
16 hits, yeah.
Great.
As you go ahead and roll damage on this cord.
My lonely 1d4.
Oh.
That's a 4.
A 4. Gotcha. 4 points of damage as you trying to hold to the bottom of it taut as it's climbing up below you. You begin to hack at it with your knives, and you see these metal sort of quartz particles fraying as you get about halfway. It sways below you wildly, dropping down a little bit down the rope, but the rope is still hanging on by a few threads with 4 points of damage on it. Is that your turn?
Does anybody still have? No, I can't do anything with my little knights. I was hoping that one of them would come down and no, that's it. That's it. I'll do.
Gotcha. You see above you Director Vale also flying up through the air. As she is holding on to 104. She's going to wrap the rope around herself to stay in place on it, pull out her pistol, and just point it at the one below you. As that is going to be a 22 to hit.
Nice.
She's going to hit for... Oh my god. I rolled a 1. It's only 3 points of piercing damage, as she is going to go ahead and...
Do it again?
Again. And that is going to be
That's my girl.
a 16 to hit, as...
Okay.
That's max damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
12 points of piercing damage as she aims this pistol down. See one go glancing off of it, and as this creature comes up towards you, Thaddeus, you see its mouth kind of unhinge, opening wider to take a bite out of you before
It's zombies, you
the
guys.
center of
Zombies.
this creature's skull
We might turn into that.
explodes in a bloody mess as its grip loosens and it falls, shot in the head by Director Vale above you, as you hear the strange cries of the creatures below you. There are
Okay.
no more of them coming up the ropes as you ascend up into the bay, seeing this
That wasn't so bad. We had a little
above
fun.
you, seeing this enormous aircraft filled with some sort of air elemental keeping it running as you fly up into the air, the mist growing around you. As you go up into the lights, you see the work lights within this bay as these enormous doors open as you go flying up into it.
Okay.
And as you ascend, you're able to breathe. You look down,
Not you.
There's no more creatures on these ropes. There's nothing around you that you can see in the air, as you can see the sort of coils of these cords gathering as you all slow and come to a stop. These enormous bay doors beneath you. And you are inside of the aircraft. What you see here is a sort of almost garage-like interior, spacious but unadorned, sheer metal, steel stairs leading up, 2 sets of stairs leading up and doubling back, going up to an upper deck. You see that there are gates to storage areas in here, but it's cold, metallic in this area. As the cords are untied, 104 is unconscious, GiGi is unconscious, and Scallop is unconscious. As Director Vale unties herself, you can still see the sort of tears and snot running down her face, sweat completely drenching her hair. As she looks around, you see her still shaking from losing Tiny below, but she shakes herself and looks to the 3 unconscious members and says, "Medbay, let's go," and gathers everyone and begins to lead you up the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, I think first thing I would do is just briefly put Scallop on the ground and run over to you and just give you a hug and maybe let a few tears go.
Yeah.
Just like overwhelmed with probably the closest to death we've ever been.
I'm gonna pull out, as we're hugging, I'm gonna pull out from just like a pocket a pastry, and I'm gonna give it to Fireman.
Thank you. That was really scary.
All that matters is that we survived, and our friends are still here. So, let's bring them back.
Okay.
Put them in my walk.
Before I do that, I am going to try and sort of inconspicuously reach into Scallop's garb and get the little dinosaur and try and tuck it away in my I Heart Eberron shirt. I don't know what I'll hide it in, but just so hopefully maybe none of the Emerald Claw see?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right? I feel like we don't want this to be known,
Yeah.
maybe.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check for me to see how well you can find a place to keep Amber Cheddar hidden.
Yeah, or do you have anything that you're wearing that could be...
I have like a lot of where I put Fufu is like a bag with all my ingredients. So if
Looking at Thaddeus and all the different compartments on his person for carrying ingredients, all the different things, you think that you might have an easier time if Thaddeus is carrying Amber Cheddar to keep Amber Cheddar away from prying eyes.
I will look at Thaddeus with the little Amber Cheddar in hand and...
Yeah, I'm gonna turn my back a little bit. What is it?
Oh,
Well, do you think
you can help. You can use the help
yeah,
action on this since they're hiding on you. You can either roll or
Do you want me to roll? Do you want to do
or
it?
five.
Yeah,
you can
go
roll
ahead.
with advantage.
well, what's your sleight of hand bonus?
That is a great question. It is +6.
Oh, yeah, girl. Take it.
That
work.
is 25.
You find a perfect-sized pocket, hidden away, but with enough ventilation that.
Can I just
There's
put her in the
airflow.
same thing that I put Fufu in?
Yeah, absolutely.
Little play date.
Yeah.
Little play date with your enormous pack that would be wildly heavy for basically anyone else to try to carry, but you're used to it. You're used to carrying all of your chef's utensils all the time, your wok. In fact, it feels lighter than normal. As your wok, you see, is still floating beside you, this animated shield attached to it, with GiGi unconscious in it.
And also the key, too, right?
And also the key. Yeah.
I'm going to grab the key and hold it.
What's that?
What's what?
Chime of opening on the front of your
Oh.
DM screen?
It's not for. There was a time where there was a crossroads where you might have gotten it, but that's just storage. I think you got the goggles instead of the chimes.
Finders keepers.
Yeah.
Is that
If
a-
I see a magic item, it's
Yeah.
mine. That's so funny. It's a good magic item.
I'm gonna tell you to put scallop in my walk.
And I do. I place Scallop in and I tuck in her wings and just. I hope we never get so close to something so bad again. That was really scary.
I don't know if we'll ever have GiGi back, I'll be honest. She can't open her eyes.
I think she'll be okay.
How do you know?
I don't know, but sometimes you just have to believe in something good.
She's very tough, We had a lot of plans after this, and I just don't want to lose her right now. So, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get her back. Do you think we saved ourselves from this? Can we go to sleep without being afraid anymore?
I think there might still be something at work. I think maybe this thing we fought is just the tip of the iceberg.
All right, well, guess there's nothing we can do right now except save our friends. Let's go.
So you ascend the stairs, carrying the walk floating beside you with your companions, as comfortable as they can be. GiGi and Scallop unconscious, and it's carrying the key with Amber Cheddar now safely tucked away, very stealthily on your person. You ascend from these metal stairs, sort of clanging as you walk up
And
them.
104. 104 as well. Carry 104.
Well, I think
104 is
Veil
Director
gone?
Veil. 104 is
Okay.
gone, yeah.
Okay.
Director Veil took 104, as well as Kyron going up, saying to go to the med bay. As you ascend these metal stairs, they double back, and the sort of harsh metal of them gives way to padding, sort of carpeting on them the higher you get, until at last you reach this upper deck of the ship, this primary deck. And what you see here is not so much of a utilitarian, bare workspace. This is an emblem of the many resources that the nation of Karnath poured into organizations such as the Order of the Emerald Claw, their military writ large. What you see is a beautifully appointed airship interior. The stairs open into a wide space, and aesthetically, if you can picture a sort of retro-futurist Art Deco space, immediately you see that in this wide room, there are windows on a slant down, so you can look down from the Zeppelin, completely surrounding this room. You can see the light of the lightning flashing around you in the clouds, coming in. You see the flight deck connected to this area at the very front of this deck. You see that there is, much in the same way that Amy had a sort of station to steer this ship, you see that there is a wheel, a connection to the air elemental that is carrying this ship aloft. You see many different sort of arcane sigils, runes carved into metal surfaces across a wide desk on the flight deck. You see many sort of velvet covered chairs, furniture, different things gathered in different arrangements around each other, but also seated to look out at the world and down onto the landscape out these windows. There's doors out to balconies on either side of the ship. In the center of this space is a wide circular pedestal, and looking at it, it has sculpted into stone, a topographic map of the world of EBERRON. And you're looking at it, you see that there are small green motes of light kind of scattered across the map. At the back end of this room, opposite from the flight deck, you can see that there are 2 doors and then a large hallway going down the center. And looking that way, you see just in time as a door at the opposite end of that hallway is swinging as if people have just walked through it. In addition, you see milling about, not a great many, but enough that it is somewhat shocking. Small, almost like clockwork robotic figures. These constructs, homunculi, that are wheeling about, performing maintenance on the ship. You see that there is homunculi going in and out of a galley, this sort of kitchen area. You see that there is a bar, a nice sort of well-polished wooden bar, full stocked up against one wall, where there's a homunculus with propellers keeping it afloat, going around and cleaning glasses at this bar, just performing odds and ends maintenance around here. But you manage to see the boots of Chiron as you can see them entering into this room at the far end of the hallway. This is where you are.
Okay.
I'm gonna eye the bar, but I think I'm gonna keep going to the med bay.
I'm gonna, I guess, send you forward and just try and take a minute to look at the topographic map and get a sense of like where those little blinking green lights are and what those might mean.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Can I also just look around and see if I possibly know anybody?
Looking around, it doesn't take a check to know that there's no other humanoid
Just
on board.
Just the homunculus.
Just these little robot figures that are going around keeping maintenance.
Cool.
You can see that there's signs of this place having been lived in. There's books set on tables to the side of chairs and different things, and papers about. And you also see underneath this pedestal with the map that there are sort of cabinet space for different scrolls and books and things. As you look and are perceiving just like what the nature of these motes of light are.
Yeah.
You
Can
look.
I use investigation?
Sure, if you like.
Okay, 18.
18, yeah. Looking through this, the investigation, parsing through what the different bodies on this map are, you spot Corvair, sort of in the northwest quadrant of this map. You recognize the outline of it, and you see that there is one of these motes of light that sort of pulses in red and green and red and green, where the others are just little motes of green light. And with an 18 investigation, it doesn't take you long to realize that that red and green mote is hovering in the middle of the moorland on the map, just about exactly where you are.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And do I have an instinct on what these other green lights are, maybe?
18 investigation.
Or...
You... With an 18 investigation, I would say that you are able to ascertain that if this ship is one mode of light, it stands to reason that perhaps these other lights are other ships or some variety of an Emerald Claw entity.
Okay, how many are there?
18 investigation, I would say that roughly 12.5 of them.
Okay. So they've got a lot of manpower.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are spread around Corvair. You see that there's some that are sort of either floating out to sea or hovering near the edges of Zendrick. Different ones in different places, but certainly Corvair has the vast majority of them. You do have a world map there if you'd like to look.
Zendrick. Oh, it's over here.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay, well then I will go back to head towards the med bay.
Very good. As you both head towards the med bay,
Yeah.
going down the hall. As you go down the hall, you see on either side, 5 on either side doors leading into what look like living quarters. Small, fairly cramped living quarters, just the basics in there, but well appointed. They look very comfortable. As you pass through, you can see that some of them have belongings in them, some of them have the curtain drawn on them. But you see these personnel quarters as you go down and enter through the door into this back section. This large triangular room, the point opposite from the door. In here, there are several different beds that are pulled out from the wall. These medical beds, these places of operation. You can see that there are counters that are filled with beakers and different things. This seems to be part hospital space, part laboratory space. As you see that one of 4 is already laid across one of these beds, and they have a vial of light blue liquid that is being administered to 104. As it's being poured in, 104, your eyes open.
Okay. Hello?
You have 8 points of healing. As you say hello, Director Vale looks at you. You're back.
Yes. And we're here. That's good news. Where's Theodore?
Director Vale steps back. Chiron leans in towards you. Tiny didn't make it.
I see. All right.
As Director Vale looks to the both of you, says, "Bring in the next ones," and they pull out these beds from the wall.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna pull out Scallop first and just put her on.
Yeah, as you are able to hoist Scallop onto this bed, laying her across it, seeing her pink violet moth body, her wings lying limp on either side of her as she's laid down. You see that they grab for more vials of this light blue liquid, bringing in an IV and administering it to her. As they administer this healing to her, we'll go to a crossroads.
Okay.
Crossroads is, does Scallop find rest, or is Scallop seeing things? Vote rest or vote see.
Wow.
I'm gonna smell my.
This
pickle
is one of
candle.
those good ones where it's like, I hope for her she's finding rest, and yet I want to know what she's seeing.
Oh my.
Pickle candle. Anybody want to hit?
I want to hit.
Honestly,
I
This is kinda
really
delicious.
love it. I think it's actually really delicious.
It's
pretty good.
cucumber.
Yeah.
It's cucumber.
It has
there's some vinegary.
there's vinegar. There's like a
situation in there.
little
peppery.
I'm
like
wondering
garlicky
maybe if
thing?
you light it.
Oh,
I guess
God.
we
It's
could.
salty.
Yeah, maybe
That
let's.
smell of that actual jar.
Yeah.
That was
I think
tough.
it's delicious.
Pickle juice is
Dio's
delicious.
homemade pickles. If anybody wants to try them at home,
Try that.
try them.
Okay, we have C, rest. C, rest. C. Me and my job. C.
Kiki Grape's evil stepsister.
CC Grace. CC Red.
Cece Prune.
CC Raisin.
Oh yeah. CC Raisin.
We're so
As
stupid.
this, oh my God, CC Raisin. As this light blue
Final boss. CC.
potion, honestly, yes. As this light blue potion is administered, her limp body, she's been fully limp except for breathing, erratically, taking in short breaths, trying to find air, fully unconscious. And as the healing is administered to her, her breathing slows before black smoke pours from her eyes as she stands up.
Shut up.
And there's a sound of a high-pitched screeching sound coming from her mouth as she stands up from the bed, her wings fluttering in place as Scallop stumbling forward.
Okay, I would try to restrain her.
Barreling out as she goes stumbling into the counter. Glasses, vials come flying off the counter as she is.
I'm gonna try to restrain her.
As you go to restrain her, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to tackle her.
Go for it. Go ahead and make an athletics check. Jordan, if you have scallops,
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
could you make an athletics or an acrobatics check?
Yeah, for sure.
Whichever is higher.
Okay. That is a 10 for acrobatics.
10. You manage to grapple her as a screeching sound is still coming from her, this high-pitched whining sound filling the air inside of her as smoke is still pouring out of her eyes. One of four manages to leap to her and hold her tight as Kyron and Director Vale have gone flying back. Director Vale, hold her, as Kyron is going to run over to a cabinet, swing it open. You see a shelf full of these sort of golden liquid in different vials as he's going to pull one out, and he's going to walk over as you're holding her in place, and as he's going to hold this vial up to her, he's going to pause just before doing it and look to the two of you, say, she'll be safe. Okay?
Okay.
I don't think we really have a choice right now.
So he pours it into her mouth. As
She's gonna get another
she
point of exhaustion.
gulps it down.
Plus 3.
3 exhaustion.
As she gulps it down, the liquid going down her throat, you see that she begins to relax in your arms. The smoke drifts away, and her visage, her appearance, goes completely pale. Her eyes open and roll back in her head as she goes completely limp in your arms. Looking at her, she appears to be dead. As Kyron says, "Let me explain." As he pulls out the shelf of vials and holds them up in the light, and you see this golden liquid bubbling inside of it.
Is it feigned death?
Something like that. It's something of my own creation, trying to deal with what we've all been dealing with. This is an elixir of false death. It's not approved by House Jarasco or anything, but
No, but they weren't any help to us anyway, so... This is wonderful, Kyron.
it's you know, it's not the first draft, but it's not a final draft, so
When will she come back?
the way I've designed it, hopefully it'll be morning. It should last about the length of the nights. It's as he goes and helps pick her up, her limp, seeming dead body,
Damn.
putting it on the bed.
Like she's not breathing even?
You don't see any breath. As he says, it's not a final draft, like I was saying, and there may still be complications, but it's better than the alternative, in my opinion.
Yes, thank you, Kyron. Thank you.
As he
Will
looks,
this cure her? or any of us?
This is a short-term solution. As he looks at all of you and looks and says, I have about enough for to administer to all of us, maybe 2 nights. I would need more supplies in order to make more. As I said, it's a short-term solution. This is not something that's will have a beneficial effect in the long term, but hopefully it won't be long term. But I just to keep things as peaceful as possible. As I said, we have about 2 nights worth for administering to all of us. I'm sorry it's not more. I wasn't expecting so many visitors, but
should we take some in case, we might not always be in the med bay when we need it.
Oh, take some just to have on your person.
Yeah, and maybe we'll
Of course.
sleep together and we can just in case.
Yes. Do you have enough?
He pulls them out, counting them out. You can see these sort of makeshift labels written onto them. As he tightens the corks on each of these vials, he hands 2 to each of you. One for each night's.
2 days, Kyron. Where do you think we're headed? Is that enough time to get to where we want to go?
In this moment, you hear the sounds of rolling thunder outside. As you feel the airship tilt in place and then right itself, as Director Vale looks at you and says, well, first of all, I think I'd like to get us out of this Mournland. As she turns and starts going down the hall towards the flight deck. As all of you are left in the med bay, Kyron looks at you and says, perhaps after we, God's willing, escape this mist, this storm, we can discuss where we're heading.
Yes. And Kyron, GiGi here.
I'm gonna pull her out. Is there another bed?
Lay her on another bed that's pulled out. As Kyron looks at her, we'll give her healing. I don't know how much good it will do, but I assure you, I'll try my best.
Please just do anything that you can. She's my best friend, and I don't want to go through this without her. So I would really appreciate any help that you can give us right now.
I'll try my best. She goes over to her bed, wheeling over a supply of this light blue liquid, setting up an IV with her. He starts to make her comfortable, making the bed around her, covering her in blankets. She, as opposed to, say, Scallop in this moment, looks to be asleep. Her eyes are shifting behind her eyelids as if she were in a dream. But she has not awoken to any of the bombastic occurrences around you. As Kyron begins to administer to her, making her comfortable, you feel the shift of the airship again. As the 3 of you are in the center of this med bay in this moment. What do you do?
I guess I'll go up to 104. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm feeling very much better now, so that is a relief. But I'm sorry, excuse me. And I leave and I'm gonna go to Tiny's room.
You walk out into the hallway, and down the hall. You remember, third on the right. You walk up to it. It was left slightly open by Tiny. A classic of him, absent-minded a bit as you swing it open, and you see what's left of a person. You see spare clothes folded up on shelves. You see an unmade bed. You see military boots tucked under. You see a small journal to the side. You can remember that Tiny kept a dream journal.
I'm gonna touch the journal, but not want to pry. And I think I'm just gonna sit in the middle of the room and sort of look around and just sort of have a seeing meditation, an awake meditation, active meditation as I sort of look around his things.
As you settle and look around, sitting in here, you feel the connections inside of your mind that were severed before. While your mind certainly does not feel whole yet, you can feel the electricity running where it wasn't just a day ago. And as memories come back to you, it's as if sitting in here, you are watching memories flash in front of your eyes, people milling about. You see yourself and Tiny late at night in here having a discussion, talking late at night. You see Tiny in here reading a book, a small book, putting it down, writing in the dream journal. You see Tiny asleep on the bed. You see Tiny young. You see Tiny less weathered. And as you see these things flash in front of your eyes, it fades. And all you feel is the light hum of your body alone in this room.
I'm gonna just stay there for a bit, have a short rest, just meditating here.
Very good. You can take a short rest as Thaddeus and Phylum.
I'm gonna be next to GiGi. I'm gonna hold her hand, and I'm gonna I just want to be with her for a little bit. And then I would say I would be there for like a good, solid amount of time just to make sure she's stable and okay.
Yeah.
And then I think at some point I'm going to put my cabbage in a wok. I'm going to shake it around and then dump it out.
Mm-hmm.
Because the cabbage is I have a cabbage druid and she is the most sensitive. So I'm going to place her on GiGi and just ask her, please keep her company.
Yeah. The cabbage druid's little sort of like disembodied boots of cabbage kind of just plop down as the cabbage druid sits down directly on GiGi's torso, and gives a little yahaha, keeping watch. As you're in this med bay, the windows in here are towards the back, towards the point of this triangle, and they are small compared to the enormous windows that look out at the front on the flight deck and the main deck. But looking out through these sort of portholes, you can see as the ship is passing through this impenetrable mist. As you hear the thunder around you and feel the Zeppelin tilt and sway, there's a moment where all of a sudden this background sound, the sound of the air elements whirring above you, lifting you into the air, the sound of gears turning as the ship is maneuvering. There's a sort of chill in your spine, and everything goes completely silent. As you can feel the airship lift. And looking out through the porthole, you see through the mist enormous, dark, silhouetted shapes twisting in the mist, floating like some unseen fell creature existing out there.
What?
As you feel yourself ascending, you sense the silence around you. As it dawns on you that this is a stealth maneuver that the ship is taking to silence the ship as it ascends.
I guess then I'm going to look a little bit closer outside the porthole.
So you go to the porthole.
I'll call Phylum.
I can't hear you. It's completely silent. Is it? Can we make some noise in the inside?
As Thaddeus goes back and starts speaking, the voice, it's like the Hall of Whispers at Grand Central, where Thaddeus speaks, and it's almost like Thaddeus is speaking directly into your ear. It feels like Thaddeus is standing directly next to you. As Thaddeus is across the room at the window speaking to you, you hear Thaddeus' voice right in your ear.
I cast message. What the This is crazy.
I feel like we just don't get a break, do we?
Maybe it's good. I'll walk over there and look outside.
Yeah, go and make perception checks.
17.
Slay. That's a 13.
13. Looking out, it is mostly just this dead mist. Darkness. Pretty much entirely, except for when the lightning flashes through and you catch just these flashes of light through it. And you see maybe dark clouds in there, but they seem to move unnaturally. As you looking out, as lightning flashes, you catch in the far distance, just in the moment of the flash of lightning, an array of tentacles just drifting listlessly in the cloud before it disappears, as the light flash disappears, as the silence continues. Finally, looking out the window, you see the top of the mist as the airship ascends. Escaping the dead mist that borders the Mournlands.
Oh my god. Don't like it there.
Looking out the window,
Brain can't handle.
you see stars for the first time in a long time, glittering across the sky. And below you, getting further and further below you, is this, from here, endless expanse of mist, a field of mist below you. But you have escaped the Mournland.
Can I
take this breath? Sound comes back to the ship.
Did I take a short rest?
You did?
Okay, so I can take my hit dice.
Go for it.
Okay. Damn, that's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah. 24.
I guess I'm gonna... Is there anyone else in the room with us?
No. Well, there's some homunculi servants that are kind of wheeling about, just checking on sort of vitals of those who are unconscious here, organizing things, cleaning up. They have little brush and dustpan for the glass that was shattered, and just cleaning up the area.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna in message every 6 seconds. I'm just gonna keep messaging you, so no one else can hear, and I'm gonna just say.
Also, Kyron has left and just gone to attend with Director Vale.
Okay.
Kyron wasn't here before.
Still messaging.
Yeah,
What's
let's do
the
it.
harm? I'm just gonna say, Thaddeus, there was, hundreds of dead people that we just, like zombies. And that's only I can only imagine that's only nothing of the rest of all of them, and it makes me even more scared that if this power gets into the wrong hands, it's just gonna happen all again.
I'm at the point where I'm like kind of having a crisis here.
Me too.
I was just a freaking line cook at a chain restaurant like 3 weeks ago, and now my best friend is technically like unconsciously dead.
No, don't say that word.
Okay, but like, how? I'm sorry, but how do we get into this, and how do we get out of this at this point? I just want to go back to my life, and now I'm back in the hands of the people I was trying to escape from.
I know, I don't really... Listen, I know they got us out of there. Well, they helped us. And they're helping us now, but I still don't feel good about them having access to this power and leading them right to it, and I just don't even know what to do, though.
What do you think we should do if the time comes? You know, when the time comes.
I don't know. I don't really have any plan. I don't feel good about where we are.
I agree. But listen, Phylum. Truly.
I get a little smile.
Listen and then silence.
In message.
In message, I do that. And I know where my loyalties lie. And there's you, and GiGi, and Scallop, and Ember Cheddar, and Fufu.
And Bonkers, I hope.
And Bonkers, and Bonkers. Now Bonkers, I've seen his power.
Her
power.
I know, she really... Thank God. That's all I'll say.
She was absolutely gorgeous and stunning and incredible out there.
Well, she, that's just crazy that she could, fit us all on her back. And someone in her mouth.
I know, and she was absolutely, slaying the whole time doing it.
I know.
She looked really gorgeous,
Trust
better.
me.
Did she shed recently? It's like new skin.
Well, every time I throw her on the ground, it's a new vibe. She's completely renewed. If only I could say the same, I'd throw myself on the ground.
You actually kind of can do that, though. You can't.
Yeah, shed in
Oh,
skin.
shed in the skin.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe
You
we're
and Bonkers
similar.
have so much in common. I just realized
That's really
that.
beautiful.
Do you think we should just get a drink? Sorry, keep going. My head is going different ways. Keep going.
I don't know, Also, so we're on this ship. We don't know where we're going. I saw on this map, there's probably 20 other ships. They probably know exactly where we are. All these other ones. 104 has the medallion. I just feel like I don't feel good about this. We have literally the entire continent and government of Karnath probably knowing literally exactly where we are, where we're heading, and why. And it's, no offense to your people, but the most bloodthirsty group of people, maybe in the entire world.
No, truly. I mean, my inn and pub there was called the Bloodbath.
Yeah.
So I get it. I lived there.
Just
I get
like really doesn't make me confident that like. And then what are we gonna do? Like, hide that we have this power from the entire continent of and forces of Karnath? It's just insane.
I feel like there is a way. If I was able to talk to Vale and get her to literally throw the Emerald Claw to the ground, maybe she would listen to us, and maybe we can convince her that this is no longer an Emerald Claw mission. This is a mission now for survival.
Okay, maybe you do that, and I'm gonna...
What are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna try and just figure out how their, like, location tracking works on this thing, and when we're ready, hopefully see if we can turn that off with her or without her.
Understood. Let me at least try to ask her to take it off.
But I think I'll try and figure this out, because if we need to, you know, forcefully take over this ship,
let's at least sleep
and maybe
first.
it's something we have to do to save the entire world. I'm not against it. And I know it's a different tune than I've usually been, but I really feel like if this gets into the government of Karnath's hands, it's
over.
It's millions, maybe billions of people dying.
I'm with you.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Honestly, 1,000%.
Okay.
I honestly am bad at math, so I can't go higher.
Yeah.
But I know 1,000.
We don't have to go higher. It's a lot.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
We'll stay there.
If I had 1,000% off sale at my shop, I would be
broke.
Yeah, it wouldn't work. So
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
I need to go higher.
You don't need to go higher.
Okay.
Team. And then I'm gonna give her a hug.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do that.
I'm gonna leave the room going, yeah.
As you walk down the hall, leaving the room, your eye is caught by the light on in the third room on the right. As you look in, you see 104 just sitting placidly in this used room through the door.
Come in.
Sorry, I don't want to disturb you, but
No, that's all right. I was just looking over Tiny's things.
yes. I'm sorry.
Thank you. He was a man of few words, which is very unlike me. So we had quite a friendship in that way. I learned a lot from him, and he learned a lot from me. But I sort of go over. Well, no. I just sort of turn to you and I say, but he was a very good person. He had children, you see, and they're not around anymore. But he was going onward for them. So hopefully he's with them again. That would be good.
Hopefully. Is there anything I can do for you?
That's very kind. No, I don't think so. Except, trust me, I suppose.
We're trying.
Yes. And clearly we are too.
Yeah. You know, my father was in the Emerald Claw.
Really?
Actually, yes. For a very long time, a big supporter. We never got along.
I see.
So, I have a hard time with being here and all of this. So, I will try.
guess family. It's what drove Tiny. It's what drives Vale. This is my family, so it's what drives me. So I understand that it's a very large motivator for people. And if you had a bad experience with your father, then well, I'm sure that would taint being here.
Definitely. Well, I saw a bar out there and a kitchen, and I feel like making some grub and drinking something. I know you don't drink, but
Or eat. But
Yes.
but I'm more than happy to join.
not even oil, or maybe that might be.
Can I
actually,
drink oil?
That might be actually a little bit like
Offensive.
offensive. That you,
Stereotypical.
I'll leave that up to you.
Wood glue.
would glue.
Yeah.
Wood stain.
Yeah.
No, I think I just what?
Is it like C-A-U?
Oh,
Well, so
well, if there's oil, I like putting it on the outside, but perhaps not the inside. So
All right, so I don't know if they have any motor oil, but
I'm sure they do.
okay, well,
Yes, we have many. If I don't know if you've seen our little friends. They're the ones who I presume brought the ship to us, and they're very loyal and dedicated people for us, or creatures. So
great. Well, take your time. I'll be out there. I'm gonna pull on my walk again. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put in my bell pepper. And I'm gonna pull out my bell pepper bard, put him on my shoulder, and he'll play a little tune as I head out into the hallway.
Incredible. Begins to play a little tune. Starting to play the strings as you go out onto the main deck, going out to the hall.
I walk out too. Yeah.
104 joining. Phylum, what are you doing?
I'm trying to, I guess maybe back in the sort of cockpit flight deck thing.
You go back out there as well?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and figure out somehow if there's a way that I can figure out how the location tracking is working on this thing, on this
Sure.
ship.
As you go out there, going down the hall, you hear the door open. You see 104 and Thaddeus as well coming into the hall. As you come down the hall, out into this broader space with the huge windows, looking down now on this lit by the moon and stars expanse on either side, this panoramic view. You can see near the sort of navigation area, Director Vale and Kyron close to each other, deep in conversation as they look up at you. As you enter, Kyron looks back at Director Vale, shakes his head a bit, and then walks past you down the hall and enters one of these personnel quarters as Director Vale looks to you and says, please make yourself at home. We can discuss this just any time before we all nod off, but there's amenities to make ourselves clean. I certainly want to do at some point, but there's also drinks and food and whatnot.
Yeah, thank you. It's quite lovely on here, actually.
Phylum, was it?
Yeah. So have you always... Is this yours, or have you always been on here, or... Tell me more about this ship. It doesn't quite seem like a ship I'd imagine frankly, from what I've understood, a bloodthirsty nation to use. No one on it. It's very nice. It's kind of strange.
She sits down on this large, high-backed chair, swivel chair near the front of the flight deck. She says, bloodthirsty. I truly mean no offense by speaking of this, but I only mean to raise a question of bloodthirstiness. Are we indeed the bloodthirsty nation, or would that attribute be better given to the nations that led us to lose so much of our armed forces that we had to look to necromantic means to stay alive, to the other nations that sanctioned us into years of plague and famine? I only wish that you have a glimpse of my side as we're traveling.
I will note that, and I hope you didn't mean that as, or take that as something I believe, but, you know, I can't dance around the fact that that's a bit of a reputation.
Sure. Well, I won't hold it against you. But in terms of how long we've been on this ship has been in use for, a couple decades at this point. You're right, it's not quite fitted for military means. The digits are a bit more of an administrative force, but in addition to that, an expeditionary one. As I'm sure you're well aware, all the nations were looking for things throughout the war.
Yeah. I'll speak freely with you. That's actually a bit of what makes me quite concerned about being on here. And I can't help but notice, you know, all of the other ships that are being tracked on this map, and even our own location, and I'll send her a message and I'll say, and I hope you'll remember our deal about you possibly breaking away from your government and your agency.
She messages you back. I remember. I assure you. As 104 and Thaddeus, you enter the room, hearing the tail end of that before not hearing that message between them. Director Vale says, as I was saying to your friend Phylum, please make yourself comfortable.
Yes, there's plenty of amenities here.
Yeah, I saw the bar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to the homunculi. at the
Yeah,
bar.
there's a little just floating around, shaking things up.
Garçon. Garçon.
Right in
Excuse
front
me.
of you. It buzzes, just floating right in front of you.
Oh, sorry. Hi. Nice to meet you. Can you make me an Aperol Spritz, please?
Goes back and starts just taking different many arms coming out, many limbs coming out of different pockets on its body as it starts getting ice, all these different things, shaking things together. Before long, you have slid in front of you an Aperol Spritz.
What do I owe you?
It goes back to cleaning glasses.
Open bar. Do you guys want anything?
I'll have an apple juice if you have it.
Goes down, or actually flies away from the bar and boom, goes through this swinging door into this galley and comes out with a small basket of apples and gets out equipment and just starts mashing it up, making fully fresh apple juice on the spot for you, with some arcane means to make it sweeter and mix it, and before long you have ice cold apple juice in front of you.
Okay, and a little bit of vodka in it.
It just
And my friend, Thaddeus here, came up with a fantastic idea. Perhaps I might rub oil on my my exterior to perhaps lube up.
Before you even finish the sentence, it goes across the bar and descends the stairs down into this sort of garage bay area. You hear faintly from down there some ding, 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 and it comes up with a tin of oil for you.
Thank you, my friend. Well, isn't this lovely?
Yeah.
Vale, all of us, we haven't had guests really ever, and
Hotness check on if this is making him look hot.
Roll
Yeah.
a d10.
Or them, excuse
Yes.
me.
Either of you roll a d10. See how high.
9.
A 10.
Woohoo!
104 looks hot. 104 is glistening. 104 is sort of sculpted muscles. You see like the sinews of their body now at this point, shapely with the oil glistening on their body.
Wow.
Does it suit me?
Yes, it does.
It suits me.
Absolutely scrumptious, I must say.
Wow.
Like a butter-based chicken, and that's a high compliment.
I see. You sort of see 104 get, if they could blush, they would blush, but they get sort of, nervous and antsy at the attention. Now, Vale, where do we, think we're going next?
It's on the prowl.
Well, that's a matter of discussion with all of us gathered here. She stands up from the chair and approaches as you all surround this map of the worlds.
Where's Kyron?
Kyron is gone to bed for the night.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Hold on.
are we down?
No. You briefly, your camera went off, but we're back.
Hey.
Maybe I'll
that was so
switch
weird.
with your.
With the big one, charger? Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Brief. One moment.
But do it really quickly, because if it's not...
Camera check.
Okay, everybody say your crushes at the same time.
Wait, I'm not
What?
ready.
What do you mean?
What's our
crushes right
crushes?
now?
Your crushes. Yeah.
1,
Wait.
2, 3. My
Morrison.
crushes.
Morrison.
I can't get over
Pick which one.
this one.
Wow.
Sorry.
If you guys missed last episode, you missed this. I mean...
This one
Yeah,
here
no
got me down
context for
bad.
anyone.
This one, I don't know.
I'm a bottom right girl.
You're the
This one?
t-shirt one?
Yeah.
That's our types.
Yeah. I'm not.
that
This is
checks
zero.
out.
Yeah.
This is Carson's.
I do think, in general, probably top left or top right are probably...
The
or
hair,
bottom
the
right
hair on the top left is like
is incredible.
gorgeous.
Yeah, the
They're
hair's
really
good.
gorgeous. Like, that, you can't tell me that's not Jonathan Van Ness as a lion.
Oh
my God, yeah.
That's some long, luscious hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe you sent me these.
We're back. We're good.
Okay.
Amazing. Oh my god. Sorry, sexy lines.
You did this.
I did that. As Dr. Vale, I just want to make sure there's no question asked before this that I'm forgetting to answer.
I was just...
Where do we go
Yeah.
from
What's
there?
the
Where do we
what's
go
the
from
plan?
Gotcha.
And where's Kyron? I think that was
Right,
Yeah.
yes. She looks down the hall towards where Kyron left to. Looking down the hall after him. Kyron is in some dispute about our next course of action, but he's also of the understanding that it's not his call to make. He respects that.
Where does he want to go? Sorry, I had a little bit of a burp. It was maybe the oil. But where does he want to go? Versus where do you want to go?
He would like to try to find Montgomery before we carry on forwards, and I told him that time is of the essence, that perhaps at this point it is better for us to not waste any time.
Yeah.
I see. Well, Montgomery is also... He's very resourceful. He'll probably find us.
Yeah, but I just started trusting you, folk. I don't know if I could trust another person coming in.
Oh, don't be silly. We all want the same thing.
Well, we don't.
We don't. Okay.
We haven't discussed that
Yes, and that's what we should
quite
do
yet.
right now.
And I think, let's just be honest with each other about what we need.
I first want to know who's Montgomery, and can I roll a hot check on that?
Without seeing him?
On just
Hey.
the name Montgomery?
Yeah.
As
it's
you
like
asked
when you
Dr. Vale, who's
develop a crush on
Montgomery?
someone without ever meeting them,
Montgomery is our fifth digits.
Gotcha.
He's the one who
Was on the train.
created these servants who you see around us.
Wait, Montgomery, the one we killed. But they don't know that.
No, we'll never say.
Do we know that Montgomery is the one we killed?
Oh, okay.
I mean, in that moment, you forgot that was his name. Just
You knew
naturally.
Monty, but you didn't know Monty.
Oh.
Got it. Nicknames.
As she says, he's the fifth. He made these servants. We've lost touch with him. His sending
That's
stone
so
is not.
sad. I message you, girl.
Can I make an insight check on that?
Just on them looking at each other in that moment.
Their reactions to...
Go ahead and first make a perception
Because them
check.
even saying, like, they've met him.
But
You
we
know
don't
what I'm saying?
know
Like,
Montgomery.
We don't know
Yeah.
Montgomery. We don't know Theodore.
but I already
I mean-
read the letter from House Jarasco that they had that says his name. Plus,
You did,
We
as
had a-
104?
yeah, and then we had a conversation about it, right? Vale asked them at the library if they killed Monty, and they
He said no.
said no.
Yeah.
But
But we didn't know his name was Montgomery. I'm sorry. That was the
Yeah.
issue.
yeah, that's true.
I
It
just
was
heard-
an honest
It was an honest
reaction
yeah.
of wanting to know who Montgomery was, and
Yeah.
that you did have a moment here where you shared a message.
Yeah. You can look into
What
that.
I'm going to say, it's a little convoluted, but what I'll say is that the two of you make sleight of hand checks, and we'll take the higher one, and then you'll do a perception check against that.
Nat 20.
Period.
So if you get a 20.
Nat 11.
11. You don't notice anything at this moment.
My lying is so good.
So Director Vale says, of course, we are concerned for him, but I do think that the longer that we wait, obviously, with each night that passes, the danger grows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Knowing him, at any moment we could see him fly by on a little contraption that he's found or built, and he'll fly past one of the windows and hop on board. So
I hope you're right. In any case, it is my belief that since time is of the essence, perhaps we will go and do what we can, and we will try to save him with him in absence.
yes.
Okay. Good to know.
And you know what? I don't know if this brings you any solace, but if he doesn't make it, I'm sure he will be remembered. And it will be for a good cause. You know, we're all working towards something really important right now. And so I think it's important for us to be on the same page about a few things. And so do we have privacy right now?
Go ahead and make a deception check with that.
What is it?
Work. It's a... I'll use magical guidance to reroll. 21.
Okay.
We're like hairs away from slipping that we killed their best friend. Oh, God.
What was the last thing that you asked?
Do we have privacy here?
Looking around, you don't see anyone but the servants, the robotic servants that are kind of whirring around. Kyron has gone to his quarters. Besides that, it's the four of you.
Do I get the sense that the servants are like recording or like that they report to anyone?
Hard to say. Certainly they're serving the denizens of this airship.
Okay. So, I think we've all gotten closer. Recently, obviously, being close to death brings people together. So, I first want to apologize for being a little bit harsh when we met. So, I'll start there. But, I'll admit, I have the same concerns that I still had. And that is that you are still working for and tracking or being tracked by one of the largest militaries in the world who would happily take all the knowledge we have and take our location exactly where we're going and take from us the most powerful artifacts in the world and use them for, even if you don't mean to, for bad. And you said that you would relinquish your ties to to the Emerald Claw. And I'm waiting to see that.
Well, you're an astute observer to see that we are indeed being tracked here. She looks down at the map, the moats. Now I intend to fulfill my end of this bargain. What I have at stake here now is simply to live another day with now only the faintest glimmer of hope that I would be able to use whatever power resides in this heart for my own personal wishes, besides to save my life. I think that it is fair to say that whatever hopes that my nation had in me, as far as this mission goes, are dashed. Whether they know that or not. And so I am bought in. I am here to save my life, to save the lives of my crew, and to save your lives as well. Now, as far as the tracking goes, it is a good question, and certainly something that we will need to address at some points. However, the moment that we are no longer visible to the rest of these, she motions to the rest of the moats, that is when a target is placed on my back, and on all of our backs. So, it is up to us to decide when the best time to do that is. How long do we have where we maintain plausible deniability? I think that we have some days.
Tell us about your current mission. Is it just to get this and return back?
My current mission is to use whatever power is in there to banish the seed, this curse inside of me, inside of all of us.
And that's the mission from Emerald Claw. I just want to make sure I'm getting it correctly.
Well, not the claw in general, but the whole claw has not been cursed. We have turned our attention from whatever we were serving, which I don't believe was ever really the claw, but they were giving us the resources to follow the things that we cared about. For Tiny, it was his children. For Vale, it was her loved ones, and they provided us the resources and time and attention that and gave us the opportunity to follow those.
The stated purpose of our higher powers as members of the Order of the Emerald Claw, the stated purpose is to give the nation of Karnath the upper hand in the eventuality of war returning to this continent. The Lost Heart, it's rather unclear what power it holds, but it certainly seems to be an engine of enormous arcane power. Something that any one of the nations of Corvair would pay a high price to find, to use, and to win the war. That is the stated purpose of our mission.
That's
Insight check?
Yeah, I want an insight check.
Yeah, go ahead.
And yeah. Insight check generally, I guess, on her earlier statement too, like, I'm done with the claw and all I care about is my life, I guess. 21.
Well, she said that when she was in the Zone of Truth
Okay.
Yeah, we're just checking.
at the library.
It's 19, 20, 20. Wait, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 22.
21 and 22. She seems completely earnest.
Okay. And how much did you, have to report back to the government, and how much do they know?
We're given a fair measure of independence. We will have to make reports on a regular basis, but in terms of day-to-day, we certainly can get away with some days of being outside of their purview.
And I hear you when you say we have sort of the cover of just not being off the map in a way. But, if the ship just went down in the middle of the ocean and they have no location tracking, how would they ever find us? And it just seems like...
A fair question. They would know the last place that we were sighted, and they would go to investigate. They would find nothing there, and then we would be absent without leave.
And I do believe you're suggesting that we are where this is leading us. These clues we found is leading us to having to do that. Correct?
Yes.
There's no way we can go all the way undetected.
There's no alternative. It is only a matter of timing. Now, Chiron, as much as he would wish to find Monty first, he also is requesting that we make a stop in Arenal, wherever we are heading, in order to obtain supplies to concoct more of this potion, which hopefully will allow us to sleep in the short term. Arenal being a place of a fair amount of helpful supplies. It's a place where we can rest up, where we can find things that we may need as we continue on to this next leg of the journey.
Have I ever been there?
To Arenal. I would say that you have... go ahead and make a history check for me. This will just kind of determine whether or not.
16?
16, yeah. You've been to Arenal. Arenal being this island land of elves. Arenal is run by this entity known as the Undying Court. It's...
Our camera's frozen. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Which one? Oh, true.
It's like...
Wait, both of ours?
No. Jordan.
Oh.
I was just silent and still. Camera day.
It's like blindfolded.
Oh my gosh.
Were we-
It's dead, which is unique because it's plugged in. Wow. Love that.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Maybe it
It's
was
turning back on.
jostled out because it's turning back on. Yeah.
What does jostled out mean?
Jostled.
It like came out.
Oh. Got it.
My drag name jostled out.
Jocelyn.
Jostled out.
How's it looking?
So,
It's coming back online. I just need to now connect it back to Streamlabs.
Sorry, Eric.
as Jack's doing that, I'll just describe what you know about Arenal. Having traveled there, and having visited
You look good now.
this one port city.
Oh. Yep.
Nice. This one port city of Pilus Talair. This is the most sort of commonly visited by outsiders port city of Arenal. Arenal is a jungle-covered island where the society of elves that live there have...
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's frozen again?
Again.
Disaster.
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 Okay. What we're gonna do, I think, is try to all fit in on one camera.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah. While this charges.
It looks like it's charging again.
It's just dead, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's.
We can totally do that.
Let's do it.
So let's try and fit in the upper camera. I don't know.
Well, this is the bottom camera, which is cropped, unfortunately.
Unique.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can change that.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Wow, this is crazy. They're really getting a look into our studio.
Yeah.
We're back.
Studio.
Studio. It is. Look at this cool backdrop.
Backdrop.
For some reason, we're upside down right now.
Yeah, I just felt it.
Oh, okay.
I'll get to that. Sorry.
It's a BTS moment.
BTS.
This is DVD extra.
Unique. Wow. It's really crazy right now.
Oh my god, it does look wild. This is
Okay, 1 second.
chaos.
Hopefully, hopefully when we use the computer
Yeah.
next week,
there will be no issues.
hopefully
ever
it
again.
all is very clean and easy. And
Totally.
I'm not making any promises, but I think it'll be good.
Yeah, and also this will be a Baldur's Gate 3 channel.
Yeah, no,
we won't play D&D anymore.
Yeah, we'll just be playing.
It's just gonna be Baldur's Gate 3.
Which actually, though, you guys,
Yeah.
incoming.
For real.
Incoming.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not fitting in it, but I will make it work.
Oh.
Wait, yeah, come over here.
Oh no, yeah, you'll definitely.
Oh my gosh.
Perfect.
I have it up and I'm watching.
My
It's
microphone.
amazing. Wow, that
Oh,
is
just carry it.
wild.
I can carry it.
I'm looking at it. Cameron Morgan just said the girls are gone for one session.
I know.
Absolute chaos.
Okay, I'm
Macy
gonna.
says this is so 24-hour session coded.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna carry my mic.
Just the nameplates not at all matching.
Oh yeah, totally. The nameplates.
Yeah,
Oh, we
wait, I
could
can
change
move that.
the
thrown
Yeah.
to the wind.
Wow. Are they gonna watch it move on screen? You
Yeah,
guys are
yeah,
really
I
getting
saw it.
BTS.
Oh my gosh.
BTS.
I love this. It's turning into my.
It's like we're
favorite
watching a
episode.
Kapwing
Yeah.
tutorial video.
You could say that.
This is our map, you guys.
Yeah. This is a hat that my parents got me.
It's
Wow.
Kermit.
It just came today. I didn't know they were getting it for me.
This is sexy lions. Oh wait. Oh, it's over there. It's not across.
If you could just describe what you like and what you don't
Okay.
like.
That's what we're
about
working
each
with for
position.
now.
Honestly, it's kind of-
We're working with it.
My girls.
Hey!
You said the girls aren't here, but the
know.
girls are.
But the doll.
the dolls are here.
Oh, I need to plug in this.
Yeah.
I kind of like the setup, honestly.
I know, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I bet.
Could you plug this in for me?
Who?
Who? Who's that? Jack is seeing
Okay, let's continue.
Okay.
Sorry.
So yes.
This
so
is a place-
Aeronol, Elf Island, Pilus
Elf Island is
Tillier.
run by this entity called the Undying Court. These are
Right,
honored
right.
undead elves. Undead through a sort of positive necromancy. That's basically what you know about it. The actual like interior of the island and the different cities on it, you wouldn't know that much about. But this particular city, you would know, Pilus Tillier, is a beautiful, bustling port city. People stop there often on travels.
Yes. Well, it's on the way, I believe. If we go from Corvair, right, and we have to go all the way down to Arganessen, correct? Where are we going?
Well, in this capacity, I'm here to ask what you know about where we are going.
Yeah, let me. Our lore girl is out, so let me look at the lore. I'm pretty sure that's where we're headed. So no, that's not for you.
I think I have this written down.
Piling through this, Phylum, you remember finding the map of Arganessen and
Yeah.
seeing that the river that you were that
course.
Amy
Oh my
mentions,
God.
the Great River being on the southern coast of Arganessen.
Okay. I'll just message you.
Yep.
It's on the southern coast of Arganessen.
It's on the southern coast of Arganessen.
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 Yes. Well, that's fantastic. So, I think we're passing it anyway. I don't see a reason why stopping would be a problem, unless you think it would be a terribly tedious or slow.
No, our intention would be to spend one night in Pilus Tillier in order to gather the supplies necessary for Chiron's potions to keep us all sane. And in addition to that, to shape up this ship and prepare it for, as you say, travel to Arganessen.
Well, I think that's a worthy
could
endeavor.
prove rather tempestuous. But while we're there, while we're working on this ship, you all are free to gather what supplies you may in the city. But perhaps, with your leave, we'll make our way.
All right. Do you think they might know a little bit more of what's going on here? Like, just in general?
In general,
I mean,
I suppose I know my own personal experience with what nightmares visit me, but our time in the towers of Kalazart was rather limited. I imagine that
people in Arenal.
Oh, about Arenal.
Yeah, would they have any idea about what's going on with us?
It's possible. There is a temple, the Grand Temple in Pilus Talair, where the adepts of the Undying Court gather, and they have a rather large library. But there's all sorts of things to do in the city.
And proximity, don't you think?
Yeah.
Arenal is closer to what we believe to be, the heart of this place, and so I'm sure they might have more exposure, more experience to it than we do.
Yeah, absolutely.
T.
Yes, boots.
Boots, house down. Amazing. Incredible.
I think that perhaps it's for the best if we all clean ourselves up and try to get some rest. You all have your elixirs from Chiron, is that correct?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I will stay up a while longer, and Chiron will take over with watch. Right? Urge you all to get some rest.
Cool.
I also do not have to sleep, so I can watch.
Certainly.
Wow. That's crazy. You're very special.
Oh, thank you. I think you're special as well. Look at you.
Yeah.
As Director Vale.
They wish they could get all this. Just kidding.
Director Vale looks at you 1-4 and says, "Well, if you're willing, then perhaps you can keep an eye on this deck while I go and try to make myself presentable,
Certainly.
ready for sleep."
Look at us, working as a team. It's exciting, isn't it?
Hurrah! Absolutely.
Well, I'm certainly pleased that we're all able to take a breath.
Can you imagine? Just like 2 weeks ago, you were pointing a gun at us. We were like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
I know.
It's so
Yeah.
funny. Things changed really
Well,
fast.
know that in
That's
my
really
mind, I was
crazy.
mostly pointing a gun at Terriston James. So.
Oh wait.
Oh,
wait,
well,
is
we
that-
took care of him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
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 You killed him.
He killed himself.
Yeah, he killed himself.
Oh wait, we were there. No.
No.
He got the black smoke.
We got the black
right.
smoke.
And then GiGi
Got
decided.
into, like, a
Well,
finish.
I'll be honest, I didn't know if I had killed him when I shot him in the chest.
we thought you would have too, but he survived and stayed on our ship as a stowaway. Black smoke tried to kill us. GiGi bonked him.
Oh my.
Yes. Well,
He was terrible. I hated hearing him speak.
Yes, wasn't
Yeah.
a fan of him either. Well, that's a lovely thought to end the night on, so I'll take my leave. Get some rest. She nods to you and turns down the hall and
Good night,
goes to
Vale.
her quarters. Good night, 104.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
Three of
night.
you are left alone on this main deck around the map.
Well, I suppose we have a bit of a slumber party on our hands.
Yeah.
No, unless I mean, I'm sorry. You must sleep, the two of you.
We can stay up a little bit.
You could stay up with Bonkers too.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bonkers doesn't need to sleep.
We're the same in that way.
I know. That's why I said that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Shall I leave you two alone then?
Oh.
well, I'm not
no.
sure why.
There's no reason.
Would you like to sleep?
flustered.
Actually, I'm actually gonna cook myself something quickly.
Okay.
Just need a little bite. If I
You
can.
look over and you see that the swinging door where one of these robots went to get the apples. There's a galley. There's a sort of like on-ship kitchen area where like a glimpse into there, you can see that there's all these appliances and different things that you have been living without. And a vast array of recipe possibilities comes into your mind, seeing these different appliances.
I have an idea.
Yes.
I'm walking into the galley. See you girls later. I'm walking in. I am pulling out the book that I got from the library. Mm-hmm. I'm going to try to tune to it by cooking the ingredients and cooking the recipes.
Baby. Yeah. Yes.
Work.
Let me sit
100%.
I feel you.
You spend time with these, remembering, having looked at it with GiGi and sort of translating it together as you were walking through the library. You look through and you recognize the ingredients and pull them together. There's a lot of ingredients stored on the ship, kept fresh. As you work for a long time, just alone in this galley with working on these recipes, you attune to this ancient cookbook from before the kingdom of Galifar, so at least 1,000 years old. Ancient cookbook from the Dakani Empire, and you learn a whole array of recipes that, knowing a good amount about food in this time period, you think that you might be the only person in Corvair that knows these recipes that were previously lost to history. You have this at your disposal, and in addition to that, it works as with this sort of arcane connection to the Dakani Empire through it. You can use it as a spell scroll 3 times of Hero's Feast. So you have 3 uses of Hero's Feast from it.
That's pretty good.
Oh, and that's it. Just 3. Like, not to say that that's not good.
No,
I'm talking about like it's not like
That's
after
it?
a long rest. Like,
No, just 3 in general that you
Okay.
would be able to sort of derive from the ingredients
is
that you
Hero's Feast
gather and the different things. You
Stuff. Like you have to do it before a battle.
get that sense.
Extra hit
You
points.
think that there might be a way to sort of reconnect with the arcane nature of it and find the ingredients after you use those 3. But for now, that's
Okay.
the ability that you gather from it.
so I'm gonna spend a little time cooking through it then.
Amazing. Yeah,
Before I go to sleep.
100%. Spending your time in the galley with that. Phylum. Thaddeus has gone to the galley cooking. 104 is gone. This 104 goes over and tending to the airship. I'll just say that the airship starts to turn and head in the direction of this island of elves.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Well, I guess no flirting then.
Why not?
Because 104 just went to go tend to the
Oh,
ship.
let's wait for a second then. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's
in the
why
kitchen.
that's why I was trying to leave.
Yeah,
and
no, for
really
sure, for sure.
terribly.
I totally forgot. You're in the kitchen. You find all sorts. Talk to me about what sort of recipes you think that you would find from an ancient text. What sort of new recipes are
Yeah,
coming
let
to
me,
you?
Jordan, go through my list.
Absolutely.
I don't know why my mind went to like 1950s
Yeah,
recipes.
no, like,
it's
it's just
beef
like-
stroganoff and Jello molds.
It's melted American cheese on white bread.
Yes.
Like that's the
Jell-O salad.
Jello salad,
Yeah.
ambrosias,
It's
lot
like
of casserole.
inedible. It's
Yeah.
disgusting. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna start playing around with them. I'm gonna start like making it more palatable,
Yeah.
and then slowly, I'm going to develop one recipe, which is, I guess, akin to like a tuna casserole,
Totally.
like hot slop.
Yes.
And I'm gonna start slowly, like test after test, make it into a fine dining.
deconstructing it,
Yes.
finding the different layers of it, seeing how it is with like
Cheddar
a
is
bare egg yolk on the plates,
too mild.
a
It needs
finger,
a manchego.
a pinch full of sea salt, putting them together little by little. Yeah, absolutely, fully molecular gastronomy going into these
Does
old
anybody have agar
recipes.
agar?
There's a bunch of robots around you that are like searching wildly through the cabinets of ingredients, helping you in whatever way they can. As Philemon 104, you are left alone on the deck.
I sort of just look out. Yeah.
Well, it's nice to see the stars after all these days.
Yes.
you've probably been stuck there even longer than us in the sand, and you didn't even know what was up or down.
Yes, well, it was all very foggy in, both physically and mentally
Yeah.
in the moorland, so it's nice to be clear-headed with clear skies.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So, tell me more about your condition of forgetting things. It seems like you aren't really so forgetful anymore.
Yes, well, I don't know. I think because I don't, well, if I were to guess what's going on, you see, I don't dream, I don't sleep. And so whatever force is affecting you and my friends, and I think it's found another way to get to me. I don't know how, really, but it's affecting me while I'm awake, because it cannot affect me while I'm asleep. So that is my guess.
So you think you still have it in you?
Do I get a sense of that? Do I?
Go ahead. You can make either an Arcana or a Medicine check.
Let me make an Arcana check. 13.
13. Something is still off inside of you. There's still the frayed ends, lost connections inside of you. It's certainly come back, and you feel more yourself now than you did. Something's not complete.
Here, can I show you something?
Yeah.
I lead Phylum down to my room, down the hall to my room.
Yeah, go down the hall, open up into this compact, but again, comfortable, very comfortable bedroom, if you want to describe how you keep it.
Yeah, so it's very sort of bare bones, but the biggest distinctive quality about the room is that all the walls are lined with these huge stacks of books, singular stacks of books, and on the spines of each stack, painted across the spines downwards, are categories of things. So one says beasts, and then one says places, and one says religions, and in these vertical towers you see these different sort of categories of things. And as we walk in, I say, this is my room. Excuse the mess, but it's well, you see, I love to learn. I love to seek new information and new perspectives. Perhaps it's what makes me, I don't know, so open to trusting people that I just met, but I love to learn. So this is my collection.
It's amazing.
Yes.
I'm really also impressed that none of them just fall over when we turn on this Zeppelin. It's pretty crazy.
Yes, I've stacked them well.
Wow.
So,
really talented.
yes, but
Yeah.
I don't know if in my current state I could remember them all, but I most of the time can recall most of these things. Yes.
Well, it could be worse, I guess. You know, some people really wish they could read their favorite book over again for the first time, and you can do it every day.
That's a very that's getting me a little excited.
So what's your favorite? What is it?
Well, it's a little embarrassing. It's not quite as intellectual as all of these, but and I dig in the back, and there is this small children's picture book about a lost child who finds her family. And I hand it over to you and I say, it's, yeah. I feel as though I relate to the character, you see. Well, I don't know what my purpose is or what I'm really here for. So I felt lost for a while until I found people who gave me that.
I'll take a look at the book, and say, well, it seems like you remember it for now, so maybe I'll read it tonight, and then if you forget about it, I'll remind you. If that sounds good.
Thank you. Yes, I would love that.
So I'll put away the book, if you'll give it to me.
Yeah.
And then I'll just say, I don't know if you remember this either, but I am really sorry about... I'm usually trusting too, but it's really scary right now. And sometimes I lose sight of what's right in front of me when I think too much about the big picture, but you know, we've all got things to work on.
Yes, that's very appreciated, and of course I remember our little tiff. I apologize as well when I get crazy. I get
hit me
rough,
in the face.
You know,
you did hit me in the face. Yeah, that was crazy. But you know, I'm not so weak. I can take a little rough and tumble.
Yes, that is apparent.
Yeah,
and I do apologize as well. I reach into my little compartment and I pull out the medallion. And I say, you see, I'm not quite sure we need this. It was a clue that led us to where we're going, and of course I used it to make you want to work together, but as a gesture, and I hand it over to Phylum.
Okay. Thank you. And I'm trying to think, what's a gesture I can give? I'll take out my staff and just, say, this is Bonkers, by the way. You know Bonkers.
Yes, we've met.
Bonkers likes hanging out with you, so she told me that, and you know, that goes far. Her recommendation goes far, so, yeah, I just wanted to tell you that, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Thank you. Me and Bonkers have gotten very intimate. I was in her mouth, in her throat.
Yeah, I know. I wish.
I love this game.
That you were ever in Bonkers' mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. It was fun. It was like a roller coaster.
Yeah. No, she's crazy when
Yes.
she gets excited.
Yes.
Okay, I'll go to bed now.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes. I'll see you tomorrow, Phylum.
Do we need to be... No. I don't know. I mean, do you need to slumber party with us so that, you know, if anything bad happens, we can all be together?
No, I'm sure I can call out if something happens, but
Okay.
get sleep. It's important for you to get sleep.
Yeah. Okay, good night.
Good night, Fallon.
And as you're saying goodnight, there's a window in here that looks out into the darkness. And in that moment, looking sort of down at an angle out of the window, you see this. And then several other explosions. As you see fireworks being shot off.
Oh, wow.
Down below, there's no longer a field of fog. You're flying over this enormous lake. As you look down far.
Lake Sear?
Lake Sear. Looking down far at the water, you can see that there are the twinkling lights of boats. As you can see them shooting off fireworks from the water, it glitters against the water. As the two of you take that in, we'll go to a crossroads. Which is, in this moment, does Phylum have a wild magic surge?
Oh. Doesn't it have to be when I
You did, Tides of Chaos. Oh, when you
I do a spell or something?
You're probably right.
No, I believe it's when
after
you
casting a leveled spell, but whatever. It's for flair.
I think I did in the first episode where it wasn't with a spell.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's, you know what?
Do you
it's
give
for
me
flair.
permission?
Are you a sorcerer?
Yeah.
I do believe what it is that like you do it and you can do it at any time and then it resets.
It's
But I think
every
it is
time
with
I've
the
had a
spell.
spell, but who cares?
Oh.
Wow, the crossroads is all fucked up, the camera situation, but that's okay, we're only on it for a minute.
That
It's just
is
you
crazy.
upside down.
I'm upside down.
Carson. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's just me.
Ah, that's amazing. Oh, and the frozen frame too.
Yeah, love it.
That's so good.
Okay.
Thanks for allowing me to
Of
fuck with
course.
the rules a little bit on
Please.
that.
I love a little
I am
drama.
gonna need you to roll a D100.
And maybe it's just from getting flustered.
Yeah, true.
So
Okay.
with that,
just toots a little.
Yeah.
I'm nervous too.
Okay.
you're gonna go ahead and roll a D100.
49.
49. 49.
Gulp.
As in that moment, I'll say even before you say goodnight, the fireworks, just to retcon a little bit, before you say goodnight, the fireworks are shooting off in the distance.
Beautiful.
And you can see out into the lake, the reflection of it. And as you go towards the door and turn back, looking at 104, and try to say goodnight, words don't come out. Instead, pink bubbles come out of your mouth as little pink bubbles just flow out of your mouth and drift up to the ceiling and
awesome.
around,
That's cute.
filling the room around you. And you're just looking at 104 through this sort of canopy of pink bubbles.
Good night, Fat. Oh.
How long do they last?
1 minute, I believe.
Are you frozen? I'm frozen.
104 is unmoving.
I wave, and I see myself out. And then I just let the bubbles fly off of the ship.
And then just
Outside.
drift behind you. 104, you're left in your room, now filled with bubbles that are just lightly popping around you.
Yeah, I left my mark.
I smirked to myself. Yeah.
Yes, that the evening draws late. You feel the exhaustion on you. Anything else you want to do before going to sleep for the night?
What is it? What could it be?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my new tuna casserole 5-star dish,
Yeah.
and I think I've made enough plates for everybody. I even made a plate for 104, even though you can't eat, just so you can admire.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm going
Texture.
to I'm gonna put one in front of 104 first. 'Cause I'm assuming that I'm leaving, and then 104 is outside now, or
I would still be in
okay.
my room.
Then I'll go room by room.
Go ahead and make a performance check with advantage for the quality of this first attempt.
Okay. That is a 16.
16. Pretty darn good for, in terms of like creating this recipe and this being your first time, this first night of experimenting, coming up with the first draft of what this modernized version of this ancient recipe is. You give it a taste yourself as you're bringing them door to door to these, your companions. It's good. It's already, you could serve this at the Gold Dragon Inn and it would be a special.
I don't want to serve at the Gold Dragon Inn. I want a 3 Michelin star restaurant in Sharn, please. I'm also gonna put little notes underneath it. Slide the door, give 1 knock, and the note just says like it's a little small little menu.
Yeah.
With the ingredients
Yes,
in it.
absolutely. In beautiful scripts, a little note card. You all get a little midnight meal.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave one for GiGi too.
Aww.
Set one down by GiGi.
Yeah, I do feel it.
Just digging those paws into that tuna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And while I'm doing that, I'm looking around at all the pink bubbles and the note card that was slid under the door, and I say, "What unusual folk." That's it.
As you play with my tuna cast.
And unless there's anything else, the night passes.
I guess
How this
real
works.
quick,
The question at the end before you go to sleep. I have one question.
real
before you go to
quick check on the dolls in the med bay.
Yeah.
Just like anything different.
sleep. About the same.
Nothing.
Scallop. It's, certainly a little upsetting to look at Scallop in this state.
Okay.
As you think about the choice that you have now, which is whether or not to drink this potion, the elixir of false death, before going to
I
sleep.
don't think so.
I'm gonna roll for it.
Okay.
Because
for your decision making. Sure.
I'm really half and half here. I don't take it.
You don't take it.
Do I get the sense that I should or can? Like, I'm not going to sleep.
You can certainly ingest it. You would be able to pour it into your person. It's, unclear what effect it would have.
Right, tough. Well, I'm going to take watch, so I'm not going to
Great.
be dead. What was the deal that is she going to wake up, fail? No, I'm going to take the whole watch, right?
She might check on you, but...
Okay, well, I can't be dead for this, so I'm going to not take it.
Okay. None of you are taking it. Okay.
I
As
think
you
if something bad happens,
find
we'll have
quarters,
the black potion.
find your way to them, and try to go to sleep at long last. I'm gonna have all of you make charisma saving throws.
I forgot that that's what happens. Wait, before we go to bed, may I, because this is what I do every night, is unleash bonkers and instruct bonkers.
Yeah.
If anything black smoke happens, restrain us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Good for you.
I got a 13.
27.
I got a 7.
Ouch.
As you take your watch, settling into this sort of standby state, Phylum, you go to sleep, drifting into deep, deep rest. And Thaddeus, you as well fall asleep, and we'll go to a crossroads.
Sea roads?
Oh, this
Crows.
music.
The
This
Crows.
music.
I have no one important to see, so nothing happened.
Crossroads is, what does the dreaming dark make? A threat or an offer?
Rigamorous. It's Rigamorous girl.
Wow.
Wow.
An offer. We haven't had that yet, right?
No.
Yeah, it's getting. They're running out of
Stronger.
options.
It's getting stronger.
Miss Double D.
Double D.
Dreaming dark.
They're running out of options.
Yep. The checks. Miss
Tied
Double
up.
D. What are you
Tied
gonna
up.
offer me?
Ooh, tied up.
Oh gosh.
Offer. Threat. I love this upside down crossroads.
Yeah. Chaos.
Okay, I think that's it.
It's tied.
It's a tie.
Okay.
Okay. We'll start with Jack.
I've got to know what the offer is.
Offer.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other one.
Um,
Thread.
Sleep overcomes you. Your vision goes dark before you know it. You drift, feeling your body relax at last in the darkness, until you realize that it isn't just pure darkness that you're seeing. It's shadow. It's smoke. Taking complete panorama of your vision. And in the darkness, as you realize that your eyes are open, your body is no longer relaxed and limp. Your body is tense. Your muscles seize, frozen, as you feel an overwhelming cold against your skin. You feel a slight tremor in your muscles, a shiver. As you feel yourself frozen. Looking into this dark shadow, what you see is, faintly in the shadow, a face. A human face.
Do I recognize the face?
As you look, you see the face of your father looking back at you. As you hear a voice that is not your father's speaking from his lips. Now is the time for us to meet. There is much that I can give you. As the face of your father shifts, and you are looking at the face of your mother.
That's okay.
That is. Long have you dreamt of being free from your past. The sins that mark your life are inescapable. But for me, that is, I offer you a way out. I offer you freedom from the past. Look at me. Turns the face into your own.
Ooh.
Look at me and know all of this can be forgotten. All you must do is accept me.
Do I get the sense like I can still speak, or
You feel the muscles around your throat Loosen. Breath enter your lungs. You can speak.
What exactly do I have to do?
You and your companions walk a dangerous road. But at the end of it, perhaps there will be more than you bargained for. Glory, prestige, riches, and respect that you deserve. No one with ill will remember you, and everyone else will know your name. All you need to do is accept me when I come again.
Do you have a name?
You know my name.
Awesome. What if I don't want to forget?
The face changes from your own to the face of a changeling with an eye missing and a piece of the skull removed. Then there will be no escape.
I want you to hear me. I know what I did. I know it was wrong. But it led me to where I am now. And I want you to hear this. I will banish you.
Ooh.
If it takes every fiber of my being. Because what you did to GiGi has changed me immeasurably. You will not live much longer.
Then you have made your choice. The face recedes into the shadow, and I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, come on.
No! 20!
Let's go.
Live much longer.
You can't see me.
As the seized muscles of your body, you begin to feel the tightening of tendrils around you,
Oh.
threatening to sap the life from you. You shut your eyes, close your senses, and in your mind's eye, you see not the face of this shadow, but the real, living face of your mother as she was. You see the face of GiGi. You see the faces of your companions as you shut your senses from this thing leaching into your mind. Before your eyes open, and there is light coming in through the window as you have all made it through the night with a full long rest.
Wow.
You are leveled up
Work.
Bye, Elastafart.
and you survived,
Love that.
survived the night with no repercussions.
Work.
Who is messaging from Eric?
I know
Wiegand?
your account is going off in the chat tonight.
Wait,
it must be
what?
Isabel.
Wait, what is it?
It must be Isabel.
I mean,
did you
it's
say?
definitely
It
Isabel.
said, "Okay, I had to go, but I'm back." What's happening? Whoa!
Wait,
Oh no.
They were also in the chat earlier.
It's haunting.
It's Eric. They said, "Eric,
Eric.
I'm just gonna put my hands in frame.
did dead girls level up?" Macy wants to know.
Dead girls, level up. Get that level up from home. Everyone's leveled up.
Level 6
It's the
for those
day.
of you who want to know.
News.
Anything got anything interesting at level 6?
I get now. I can use tool expertise.
My speed increases by 5 again, up to 45
Word.
feet
Right.
of movement, as long as
Word.
I'm not wearing armor.
Wow, that is sick.
Yeah. Unarmored movement.
And here's what I'm
Right?
saying.
Unless somebody has played a monk and disagrees with that. But
No.
I think
When
that's
I
right.
was spleen, mine was up to 40
so
level 5.
insane, yeah.
As you guys are traveling, we're going to sort of, in terms of time, zoom out. You all know that you will make it to this city on the island of Arenal, Pilus to Lair. By tomorrow morning is when you plan to arrive there. The day is spent in the sky. Out the windows, you can see blue sky, finally, dotted with small white tufts of clouds. You fly over towns down in the distance, great plains, the Talenta Plains, Valinar, great forests and jungles. You can see the ocean, the Dragon Reach, expanding in the distance as you begin to cross over the ocean, leaving the continent of Corvair, heading off to distant lands. You have, during this day, we will continue on to the next night for what decisions you make in terms of getting rest there, unless there's something that you would like to accomplish during this one day in the air.
I would want to talk to Vale first.
Sure. Vale is at the flight deck for the entire day, basically. She gets food brought to her during the day, but keeps an eye on things, writing in her journal, keeping a captain's log. As she turns to you as you approach her.
Tuna casserole.
Well, can't say I've had one of these in at least a recent memory. Thank you.
I've been improving the recipe. Can I talk to you for just a second?
Of course. Is he okay? And she gestures to a chair nearby.
The last time I saw you, you said that my father had died.
Yes.
Do you, know what happened?
Thaddeus, what I had heard was that he was on the fronts in terms of the Emerald Claw's activities, going behind Emerald lines, enemy lines in the front against Ondair. I heard that there was a great deal of casualties, and that those Emerald Claw operatives who were involved behind enemy lines were a part of that. I'm so sorry to be blunt about it, but...
No, it's okay. I just wanted to know.
Had you not heard?
I haven't seen my father before the war ended. So it's been a long time. Just wanted to make sure, honestly, that he was gone.
The war took a lot of us from families. It's certainly a regrettable element. I'm sorry.
We never really got along. I think I grieve more for my mother, who was taken by the plagues. So, thank you for talking to me about this.
My children went the same way.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Well, let me know what you think of the tuna casserole.
I will. If I may ask, where were you stationed?
Let's be honest here. I think you know what happened. I feel like if you knew Vlad, you know exactly what happened.
I know that I never heard about his son's exploits. But beyond that, no, I don't.
I escaped. after my mom died, I knew what I wanted to do. And that was to keep my family's business alive. And for that, I could not fight in the war. It was a selfish decision. And I made incredibly selfish choices. But I can't go back. I think I know how.
Listen. She leans in towards you. We all do what we have to survive. We all do what we have to survive.
You think that's the one who's haunting?
Hold on.
Sorry. We're like...
I'm sorry about.
No. And listen, and she puts
And
a
they
hand.
died in
She
the
puts
war.
a hand on your knee. And says,
Oh. You have blood on
"You're
your
okay
hands.
by me, but I wouldn't mention it to Kyron.
Don't plan on it.
I think that's the move. You're safe with me.
I understand.
I'm glad you're here."
I'm gonna walk away and go back to the.
Away. So you have that conversation with Director Vale. Anything else that anyone's doing during this day, before the final night of travel, before reaching Arenal?
I think I would just spend my days reading, and particularly trying to like sift through books that I've read every book in my room, but sort of sift through books and particularly noting moments that I've forgotten that I feel like I'm reading for the first time.
Yeah. I mean, particularly in the fiction that you're reading, there's moments of surprise and wonder inside of these, where you have moments of beginning books and remember thinking like, oh, I've read this a million times, and then reaching the end of a chapter and just realizing, I don't know where this story goes, and finding that wonder inside of you again with the art around you. You feel electricity humming in your mind as more connections are gathered and connected.
If you guys ever walked past my room, you would probably hear them say, small murmurs of, ooh, no, him? It can't be.
Incredible. Reading through your books. Phylum, anything that you want to do, spend this day, you don't have to.
Yeah, I just want to check in on the girls and see, like, any signs of life from either of them. What's up with Scallop? Is she back?
Yep. You go back to the med bay. Kyron is sort of at the lab station, seemingly testing out different spells on elixirs, mixing things, ingredients. It's almost another kitchen, but in terms of making arcane potions, different things like that. As you go back and check on Scallop, she is full color. She is back to breathing normally. She is resting. As you go ahead and make a medicine check for me. So low DC medicine check.
What happened?
Okay. Yeah, a 4.
Four.
Hello?
She's dead.
She's sleeping. Seems to be sleeping.
Okay, well, even that I'm excited by. And I'm just gonna start saying, girl, you will not believe the night I had, and spilling everything to her unconscious body.
As you spill everything to her unconscious body,
I know she can dream it. You know,
yeah,
she can visualize
there's a
it.
moment. There's at least one moment where her eyes half open. Her eyes kind of like shift around for a moment as she looks at you for a moment, and then the eyes close again, and she goes back into the sleep.
My girl.
Yeah, we go like that.
Queen. My girl.
She does lift her wing a little bit. Yeah. That's
tea.
telling the stories to Scallop in this back med
Yeah,
bay.
that's good. That's it. And GiGi? Still
GiGi
calm?
seems about the same. As you see, the Chiron is working on these different elixirs,
Imagine a dream that one.
connecting different ones to her. You see, over the course of the day, by the end of this day, with different sort of elixirs attached to her, GiGi's body doesn't seem to be as much of the like completely sunken to the bones anymore. There seems to be some flow of blood within her, some substance gathering inside of her.
Okay. I'll give her a kiss on the forehead, and that's it for my day.
I would also replace Cabbage with Bell Pepper. Give them a break.
Absolutely. Taking shifts, Cabbage sleepily gets up and just rolls into your pack as Bell Pepper
Plays her a
sits
little
down.
tune.
Starts playing, sitting on GiGi's torso as Bell Pepper takes watch. Day comes to an end. One more night before reaching Arenal.
We have to roll again.
You have choice whether or not you want to use the elixir given to you.
I feel like we should only use that in like emergency, right?
I'm gonna roll.
Like give it to each other.
I don't take it.
You don't? I don't think I'm gonna take it either. But again, bonkers. You know what to do.
I kind of want to see him again.
As you all drift off to sleep.
I think I would have talked to Chiron and just asked him, like, you think it's okay for me to take this?
I believe so. The magic properties of potions seem to have effect on the Warforged body. I think that you'll be incapacitated for the time being, but
Yes, I haven't slept. I haven't slept
clearly.
really ever. So it'll be maybe a fun adventure for me.
I think it could be good. I feel like maybe you'll wake up refreshed. I'll be here to help with anything that happens otherwise, but I think it's good to try to get the rest when you can.
All right. Happy watch. Bombs away. And I take it.
So you go to your quarters
Get a restroom.
Of course.
and take it. That everyone, go ahead. Charisma saving throws.
Me even?
For you, the DC is 5.
Oh, wow.
Work.
Charisma saving throws.
Natural 20.
Nice. Did you get that?
I didn't need it.
6.
15.
Okay.
Tides of chaos.
That's so funny. Yeah, 15.
Tides of chaos.
Yeah, go for it.
It's a new day. I got the same roll.
Oh shit.
Okay, charisma. 9.
What?
Phylum.
DC is 10.
Your shop.
Oh shit.
Wait. Oh wow.
He's kind of hot.
104.
He's just a girly.
Your mind goes completely blank. Gone. Anyone looking in would see what looks like just connected parts with no life running through them. Thaddeus, you go to sleep.
I wanted to see him
You
again.
are unvisited. Fine. We're gonna go to the crossroads.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I don't know. That was just like.
And the crossroads
Is
is.
Ashtavar evil or kind of
What does the
sexy?
Dreaming Dark make? A threat or an offer?
Oh.
Threat. A threat. An offer.
I mean,
I
I don't know about y'all, but I think offer again.
Okay, we've got offer, threat, offer, threat, offer, offer, threat.
I just wonder if it's the same or different. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Offer. Like if it's like the same. Like,
Threat. Ooh, it looks tied again.
this is an awesome game we play.
Yeah, this is an awesome thing we do. if anyone's going to accept the offer, it's Phylum.
Oh yes, Isabel. I am upside down. It's a whole. It's a whole thing. Yeah.
It's a whole
It's the
saga.
whole thing. We're also, you know, it's all messed up on the crossroads because of the phone dying. But it's only 1 minute every so
Ben
often.
just put it
We
over
like
for
it's our
offer.
little funny.
Yeah,
silly
if
thing
you laugh
now.
at it, then
yeah,
it's awesome.
yeah.
That's going to be offered.
It's going to be offer.
One last vote.
Offer again.
Love that.
Offer up.
Phylum.
Yeah.
You go to sleep, and your eyes open on a place that you have not seen for a long time now. Rolling green fields, beautiful blue sky above, not a cloud in it. A gorgeous country road, different buildings on the side, and you see Phylum's Fantastic Finds. Only it's bigger. It's 3 stories tall. You see glittering lights across the rooftop of it as you see a gorgeous piece of art, shape of an oval, painted onto it with in gorgeous script the name of the shop below it, and in the image is you and Scallop arm in arm together, smiling out on the world. You look down and you see yourself still wearing the t-shirt, but wearing the most
It's gold.
plush, rich, beautifully made athleisure you could possibly imagine. Comfort surrounding you. You feel your pockets weighed down with gold and silver. As you approach Phylum's Fantastic Finds, you see, looking through the windows, that people are filling this place. You see that you have employed a variety of workers behind the cash registers in here, helping with these long lines of people, everyone getting a
Workers,
t-shirt.
part-time owners,
Co-op.
owners,
Co-op owners helping, smiling, knowing that they are taken care of by this business that is thriving. People buying all sorts of different knickknacks, every one of them leaving with an I Heart EBERRON shirt filled to the brim. You walk in and you suddenly realize you're coming back from a lunch break. You were just going and getting a sandwich from a local shop, and as you come in holding a cup of coffee, you look in and feel this utter relief. Utter relief. Your worries are gone. This is the life you dreamt of. As you look, you can see in the newly made cafe corner of the shop, sitting and laughing together and smiling over a couple of scones, is your parents. As they're laughing together over some joke they made, they look over at you and they smile big smiles and wave at you, and they gesture to the crowds around and they just shrug as if to say, you did it. You did it. In your heart of hearts, you know there is no war. There is only peace in this land, and the personal peace that you find from having achieved your wildest dream. Scallop comes up to you, smiling, and embraces you in a hug. And as you close your eyes against this hug, knowing that this is possible, that this is within your grasp. Your eyes close and then open. All you see is shadow. And you see a face as featureless as a changeling within it, speaking to you. All of this is yours if you accept me.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
You know, it's been a long journey. I'm not sure I do. Remind me.
I am that which lives in your dreams, and I am that which can make your dreams come true.
I don't know, seems pretty good. Seems happy.
You deserve happiness, Phylum. You deserve a world at peace.
I think we all do. So you're saying I utterly believe that this is true, that I can have this peace with this?
What I'm saying is that when you were there,
Okay.
it all completely felt within your reach.
Okay.
In this moment, speaking to this entity, that choice is up to you.
You know, I always try to believe in the good in everyone and everything. I believe that what you've shown me is possible. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be here, putting my life at risk. But I don't really see how you have anything to do with it. Honestly, I don't even really know who you are, and
Let me show you, Phylum. Let me show you what you could be capable of with my help.
can I just roll maybe an insight check to see what I think of them?
Sure.
17.
17. The words sound sweet. That is what you gather.
Yeah. It sounds good, but I don't know. I'm also, I'm happy with how things are going, even when things get scary. I'm with my friends, and I think I'm gonna have to respectfully decline for now, but I'll think about it. Never turn anyone away without giving it a fair thought.
I will see you again then, Phylum.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
Roll on hotness.
What?
Roll on hotness.
Yeah, roll on hotness. May I?
Go for it. Roll a d10.
Il Astavar.
5.
I got an 8. Kind of into it.
For Jordan in this moment, just for you as a person, that's so funny. What'd you get?
5.
5.
Eh.
It's not giving sexy.
It's not giving 104.
It's exactly. The face recedes into the smoke, with you having left it open-ended.
I mean,
It
you
recedes into the
can't,
smoke,
never say never.
Yeah, I get that.
and
Smart
with that, your eyes open. Daylight coming in through the window.
I remember what happened.
You remember it.
You guys,
What?
does weird stuff keep happening to you at night? Like, you're talking to people that you don't really even know, but they seem to really know you.
Am I awake too?
I'm gathering that this is you saying this when you all have gathered in the morning.
Oh yeah, you don't sleep, but
Well,
I'm
but
really looking at
I've slept for the first time ever last night.
Oh wow.
In death. I
As
died.
you gather with Thaddeus, you realize 104 is not there. As 104,
Yeah,
you
from the hallway
feel-
you hear... Wait, sorry. What do I feel?
You feel an explosive, almost like a firework of electricity snap in your mind as you come back to life.
Wow! Oh, you see, you in the hallway, you hear running, metal on metal, as I run down the hallway. Oh, that was exhilarating. That was really... Yeah. Wow, I've never felt anything like that. Sleep, death, wow. What has the whole life got to say? How are your
Wow.
sleeps?
Well,
It's never like that.
never.
I don't think. No offense.
Oh, well, none taken. I'm glad I had a unusually great sleep.
Well, did you dream?
No, just conked right out.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Just like off and on switch.
Yes,
You got
it was-
one of those?
No, I don't believe I do.
Totally. Well, I had a weird dream.
Yeah?
Yeah, some changeling was talking to me and saying it could make my dreams come
Which
true.
changeling?
Did I get a good look at them?
Not really. It seemed to be just vague, just gray
Just blank.
face.
It didn't.
Blank
Did
skin.
it have one eye?
Had both eyes.
No,
Oh,
sorry.
no.
But
no,
you know, a
it's fine.
changeling could change, so
That's true.
it doesn't stop anything. But yeah, it was like, I can make your dreams come true. I can make you have a successful shop. Your parents will love you. You have lots of awesome coworkers. Scallop and I will be financially free. We'll have a cafe in there. And then I was like, whoa. Oh, land of peace, most notably. Land of peace, no war. And I was like, well, geez, like, who possibly is powerful enough to do all that? And like, you know, I like to be trustworthy, but the words were sweet, but you know, you gotta have a second to think about these things, you know, before you accept.
Yeah.
You think it was Il Astavar?
Well, I don't know. They said that I knew them, but they didn't look familiar like anyone I've ever met.
I see.
So it could be.
Yeah. Crazy.
How about you?
Well-
Any?
You slept well?
Sorta. I may have seen a similar being. And it didn't go as well as yours seemed to. I kind of told him to get the F out of here.
Oh, wow.
And that I would kill him.
Oh.
And that I will banish him.
Oh my god.
Because he hurt my best friend. And he deserves to die in the fiery pits of hell.
That is, wow.
Well, I mean, that seems reasonable to me then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you never want to,
Keep your enemies close.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to,
Yeah.
tell them exactly what you're thinking, but
Yes.
okay.
I think I was just...
Yeah, I get it.
It's
It's emotional day.
I think I just visited with GiGi and it was on the top of my head and my cranium.
Yeah.
So that's what came out. And I don't regret it.
As you shouldn't.
Well, maybe I'll tell them you're sorry.
No, I'm not sorry.
Okay.
Don't tell them that I'm sorry.
I
Come
won't.
after me.
Oh.
You hear me? Come after me.
As you look around and out the windows, it dawns on you. You're arriving.
Oh my god.
Look.
Arriving, looking out the windows, you see
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a
Coming down the
coastal city.
Oh,
A coastal city built across the cliffs of Aeronol. This beautiful, think Palermo. Think the coasts of Greece. Think ancient city built into the cliffs. Blue water. Blue skies above, jungle beyond these mountainous cliffs. As the airship is coming in towards these air docks near the top of the city, reaching out with cords to attach to these towers. You can see other airships, air galleons and different things that are just hovering lightly in the air around you. Out the windows, you look down and you can see the hustle and bustle of this beautiful civilization. Plethora of different cultures mixing here with open market spaces and all sorts of different things. As you can see that there are shops, there's bars, there's entertainment, there's restaurants and cafes, all sorts of things down there. As Director Vale turns back towards you after leading the ship down into this area, Director Vale looks back at the lot of you, says, well, we all survived. 2 nights, at least. But here we're going to do some restocking in this city. But 104, I know you've been here, but others of you, it's a beautiful town. It's a lot to do. We're going to be busy here all day and probably spend the nights. So we'll go ahead and just keep to the airship for now and take care of it. But the 3 of you, 104, there's nothing that we need you for. Kyron's going to go get the ingredients for the elixir, but 3 of you, in terms of what we need of you, have a day. Do what you need. Do what you want.
Well, it seems I'm your tour guide.
Mamma Mia 3.
Yeah,
Mamma Mia 3.
Vale,
Yes.
now that we are, of course,
Friends?
contractors for the Karnathi government at current,
Well, I would say more friends.
I would say, given the treasonous nature of where we're heading and our intentions, friends or companions might be more apt.
Right, well, I'm saying this not because I don't consider you friends, but because I'm wondering, is there maybe an allowance Karnath gives you for resupplying that maybe we could take advantage of while we're here?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me, if you would.
Come on.
Would it help if I threw in another tuna casserole?
Oh my god. Okay,
You can
Offering.
help action.
magical guidance. Okay, well,
Thaddeus just offered a tuna casserole, so you can roll as well, Thaddeus, or you can roll with advantage.
Sure.
wait, I think I might want to do it. I have a lot plus bonus. How much do you have for persuasion? Your
Persuasion,
bonus.
I have 5.
I have 7.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do it.
Go ahead and roll again with the added tuna casserole.
Tuna casserole.
Bonus.
Tuna casserole bonus is 24.
24. With a 24.
And you know what? No, okay, yeah, that's it. Never mind.
She shakes her head and then walks into the room opposite of the galley, the kitchen, into this sort of workstation area, and you hear her opening up drawers of different things as you hear the kind of clinking of metal piling into different bags. As she comes out and offers you 3 different bags, each with 75 golds in it.
Okay.
Hey,
have 10.
She looks at you and says, "Knock yourselves out."
I'm sure the government will be pleased with what we get to serve its missions.
Whatever you say, Phylum. Enjoy yourselves.
Thank you.
I'm just acting.
As
And you too. Have a beach day.
Well,
You never get out there.
I'll try my best. Once I get them working on this ship and patching it up, then I'll see what I can do.
Okay. You can observe from afar. I want you on the beach.
I'll do my best.
In a bikini.
We'll see. I don't know if I packed any. As the doors here open down in the garage, not the bay doors, but this rather bridge door that opens out, allowing traversal into this tower and allowing entry into this city.
Aeronol.
Pilus Talair, on the island
New
of
continent.
Aeronol, on the continent of Aeronol. Here's what I'm gonna say.
Let's go.
We're gonna really gamify this.
Okay.
It's gonna be very point-and-click adventure
Okay.
in this moment, which is. It's like downtime activities in D&D.
Cool.
The different options I have, you can throw out anything else that you want to do in addition to this, and we can make it work. But normal downtime activities might include carousing, which is, bucking about in bars and
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
dancing and shit.
That's on the
Gambling.
agenda. Okay.
Pit
That's
fighting.
always fun.
Relaxation, just full-on vacay,
Totally,
relaxing, and research. I'm going to say that
Could
for
be
the
good.
time allotted in this day and the night, each of you can choose one of those things to do. And in addition to that,
Well, I know
there
we all
are
want to choose
plenty
pit
of
fighting.
markets and things. I know this is very expedited in a
No,
way,
it's fine.
but
No, don't worry.
this is a bustling town, a huge urban center where plenty of people are coming in and out, and thusly on especially the thoroughfare known as high streets in the city, there's many open markets full of all sorts of goods, and so here's just your basic menu of things to buy if you're looking to buy things.
And this doesn't count as one of our activities. You can
It
just
does
get
not
stuff.
count as one of your activities.
Oh, wow,
You
okay.
can just look
Whoa.
through those.
Wow, okay.
If you look, there is the urban locale. That is what's going to have
my.
more of what. Don't look at premium locale. Urban locale is going to have more of what you want. But those of you who are not going through what your activity is can look at that. While we'll start with Thaddeus if you want.
Oh, so these are solo adventures. Not all three of
Well,
us.
you can definitely go together.
okay.
You can talk amongst yourselves about what you want to spend your time doing. So to go through this again, just the options that I have in the list is carousing, gambling, pit fighting, full-on
shop could be
vacay
good.
relaxation, and research. Those are the 5, and you can also propose anything else that you would like.
Oh, wait. Yeah, wait.
Would you guys?
So we only... Oh. Sorry. So we get what's in the urban themes, or what did you
Yes,
say?
urban locale is going to have the X
Where's-
marks. I have a little, and I'll post later about this. We'll put it in the description later. But there's someone on Reddit who made this beautiful guide to all the different things.
Wait,
that
so
you can
this
buy
is
in D&D.
all this is fair game.
We'll talk about it. It's all fair game to
I don't
propose.
see urban locale though.
Look at the top. There's like cost, limited stock, rural locale, urban locale, premium locale.
Oh,
But first, before you get into that,
Okay, yeah.
let's talk about what you want to do.
Well, I don't really want to go to pit fighting.
No.
It's not really
I think I would want to eat food and drink.
carousing.
Carousing.
Yes, that's good.
But we also need to do some research.
Yeah,
Well,
well.
research. That's what I'd love. I would love to do some research.
Well, maybe Phylum and I will get exceedingly drunk and eat a lot of good food.
yes, which I can't do.
Would you mind
Yeah.
doing some research?
Yes,
for us?
I would love to.
Talking to the locals.
Yes.
Research.
Or would you like to spend some time with 104.
In my
Well,
bikini. Oh.
do you want to spend some time in your bikini with 104?
You look down and there's beautiful, like, white sand beaches.
I heart EBERRON.
White sand beaches, people with drinks under umbrellas, and plenty of cafes on the waterfronts and different things. For if that's what you're interested in.
Well, Macy in the chat says drop my body off at the spa. And maybe that makes sense for us.
And you're relaxing? Relaxing, carousing. Research?
You want to take Scout to the spa?
I mean, listen, we haven't had a girls' day in quite a bit, and that was kind of the whole point of this trip.
Yeah, 100%. You're able to get like out a sort of traversal device, a wheelchair of sorts, to bring her with you.
Man.
She seems to be deep in sleep at this point. With Kyron's sort of assessment and everything, she just seems to be, like, for lack of a better term, sick. Like, she was deeply, deeply exhausted and came inches from death. Her body is in complete recovery mode at this point.
Yeah, she needs to go to the spa so we can get that exhaustion gone, I think.
Sure.
Is the name of the game.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, go
you
with
can take
her,
Scout to.
I'll say, have a drink on me, but I've got plans with my girl.
Amazing. And the two of you, what are you planning?
I'm researching.
Researching?
Yeah.
I'm going food and drink.
Carousing. Amazing.
Can I take GiGi too?
GiGi's hooked up.
GiGi,
Okay.
you gather pretty quickly. It's hard to tell how she would benefit from something like a spa day, and also she is hooked up to various potions and things as Kyron is still performing experiments trying to bring her back.
I'll bring her back a face mask.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
You go out into this gorgeous city. Steps going down down the cliff face, high street stretching down into this beautiful bay area. The water again,
Bay Area.
crystal blue. Bay Area represents
San Francisco
crystal
Bay
blue,
Area. Where
sparkling.
you at? Rise up.
Bay Area Hive in the chat. Rise up.
Yeah.
Bay Area in the
I want to see everything blow up right now.
I want to see those.
I do know one Bay Area person.
Bay.
Don't say chat
We don't
right
say
now.
Frisco.
Frisco forever. Sorry, what's that? What'd you say?
No, I was just saying I do know one Bay Area person that's in the chat right now.
Hey now.
Gotta sound off.
Sound off.
It might be.
Where you from?
Around us. As you go out.
408. 650.
We'll go with, and this again is going to be very gamified. It's going to become less D&D and more just like numbers and results here in this moment. But gorgeous city. Plenty of people here on vacation. It seems to be a rather affluent location spot, as it is quite a bit of distance from Corvair. As you go around, what you notice first is various sort of large glowing orbs of light just fly around the city in a variety of ways, carrying energy, but also carrying different items and things across the city. Unclear what exactly it is. It's something that's completely alien to you. As you make your way, Phylum.
Hold on. If I'm seeing that, like, how close are they to us?
Just flying right overhead over the streets.
And is it, like, really busy everywhere?
Yeah, it's fairly busy everywhere.
But how often are these things flying by, I guess?
Pretty much throughout the day.
Can I, like, try and find, like, a more secluded alley or something?
Go to an alley, yeah.
Yeah, and when I can track one that's, like, moving overhead, I'm gonna dispel magic. See what happens.
As you send out Dispel Magic towards it, you see this one sort of large moat carrying, it looks like a scroll floating overhead. As you cast Dispel Magic, the scroll drops from it as the orb pauses in the air, and within it you see this ephemeral visage of a face of a man appear for a moment as he says, "Excuse me," and the orb goes down, picks up the scroll, and continues on.
Oh.
It's like Halloween Town.
really crazy.
As you and Scout,
All right, back to the spa.
you continue on to
curious.
the neighborhood known as Mare Crossing. This is relaxation central. As you enter, immediately you're in a city square with beautiful cobblestone, these brick-lined roads, narrow alleyways climbing up in stairs up to beautiful residences. And you see that there are hotels here, boutique hotels with cafes out front, beautiful coffee and wine, Aperol spritzes being drunk, with gorgeous views of glittering water and beach right down below. As you find yourselves at a boutique hotel and have a spa day, getting the full treatment. That is going to be it's going to be 40 gold each for you. With you taking Scallop, I'll say that Scallop was also given 40 gold as they saw you wheeling Scallop out. Or given the 75 gold as well. So
Okay.
you have the amount that you need in order to have the spa day. And you get the works. You get the mud bath. Scallop seems to be coming in and out of sleep throughout. Eventually, every once in a while, she'll kind of like say a few words to you and then just go back into the sleep.
is
But
awesome.
she's smiling
I
and
know,
she seems to
girl.
be enjoying as you're both getting a sort of couples massage deal, getting the face masks, eventually being in this hot springs bath sort of situation. We're going to the crossroads, which is what are the benefits of relaxation? Clear eyes, vote eyes, or full heart, vote heart.
Why not both? Hey.
Clear eyes.
Full heart. I wish I knew you from the start.
Never ever will we part.
No.
Clear eyes is probably like advantage on perception.
Perception,
checks.
heart,
Heart's like
constitution.
constitution, yeah.
I did not get that. I was like, you just have big heart. Yeah. Very clear eyes.
Okay, eyes, heart, heart,
Heart.
eyes, heart,
Heart.
heart.
Oh,
I mean,
the good
heart-
crossroads cam.
Heart.
Crossroads cam. Crossroads cam.
Heart could be good for these like sleepy time checks.
That's true.
But maybe it only lasts for a day anyway. You lost your heart.
Eel asked to fart.
Yeah.
Boys night. Yeah.
Yeah, so people were saying it's a hot bearded boys' night.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay,
Me and
that's
Eric
it.
are still bearded up.
Oh, true. Well, also all of us.
Yeah,
No, but they're
that's
always
usually-
Yeah,
They're always bearded.
they are always bearded up, but yeah, absolutely. It's full heart.
I'm just ignoring you guys. Yeah, me and Eric have beards. Yeah.
That's so funny. They have such
That
fuller
is so
beards
crazy.
than us. As Scallop and Phylum, you have a girls' day out, and not only is this a spa day, this is an arcane spa day where
Word.
these things are infusing your body with life and with arcane healing. With those 2 nights of rest, as well as with this spa day, Scallop no longer has any exhaustion, and in addition, Phylum and Scallop, because of full heart, both of your constitution scores increase by 2
Wait.
Permanently?
permanently.
What?
With the
And that
combined
increases like all
effects
my
of the rest
my
that you've
HP,
gotten
right? For
finally.
every level?
No, just for the next level.
No, for every
That
level.
retroactively.
It's retroactive.
It's
it grandfathers in
Yes.
the HP. Yeah, make sure you're doing that. That's
I'm not.
That's like one of the most missed D&D rules.
Word.
Certainly not.
Word. Wait, what would eyes
Sort of like an
have
arcane
been?
boon. With
That
all
is
of this,
crazy.
you soak up the relaxation deeply.
I'm never not going to the spa ever again. I'm going to this. Hey, round 2. Let's pay for another round.
It's an all-day affair and into the night that
Wow.
is honestly like you're fucking exhausted by the end of it. It's been a long day of
That's crazy.
recovery and treating yourself well as you finish the evening on a rooftop bar with a glass of wine looking out onto the beautiful starlit sea in front of you. You feel better rested than you have in years.
Wow. Work.
And that's your day. We'll go. You were doing research and you were doing carousing. We'll do research. With research,
I think I would start playing. I would find a little box. I would stand on it, and I would have a little sign that says "Rumors for Music," and I'll play people a little song if they give me information, rumors, or answers to questions I have.
go ahead and make a performance check.
Just because I'm not sure if the recorded book is gonna really give me
Totally.
the judge. You know what I'm saying? Like, so much of this is secret, I feel like. What am I doing? Performance check?
Performance check.
15?
15. You play through the day. People gather every once in a while, but it seems to be a fair amount of tourists here who come by, and as you're like sort of performing and asking for these things, a lot of them just kind of like smile and like laugh and kind of nod and like keep about their business until eventually a crowd parts, and you see with long brown hair, sort of thick beard, and wearing this long coat with a lute strapped over the back is this translucent man standing in the crowd who walks up to you and says, "Hail, my good fellow! It's a wonderful performance that you're giving."
Oh, thank you. You're strange, but so am I. So it's lovely to meet you.
Well, I like to think if we're both strange, then neither of us are. The pleasure's mine.
That's right.
Brian's the name.
Yes, 104. 104.
Oh, that is a funny name.
Yes.
Well, I was a bard in life, and I can see that you have talent.
Oh,
Promise, I would say.
Really?
Keep at it.
oh, thank you. Now, I am asking those who enjoy my performance to give me some information or a rumor.
Of course, I would be happy to share. I've been here for hundreds of years.
All right.
Wow.
Well, do you mind? I sort of try to like scoot him away into like
Oh, yes.
private
A
place.
stroll, perhaps.
Yes, let's take a stroll.
Why don't we? The night is young. As you walk off and start walking down some side streets that kind of wind, sort of switch back up the cliffs as the view gets more and more beautiful over the water. You walk with Brian.
Yes, Brian. Does Ilashtavar mean anything to you?
Ilashtavar. Interesting.
The Dreaming Dog.
Oh, the Dreaming Dark.
Yes.
Well, yes, there are many songs and stories about the Dreaming Dark. That which lurks in the region of dreams. That which composes the very songs of our nighttime.
All right. And what do you know of them? What do these songs have in them?
What do I know? Gonna go to a crossroads.
Zom, 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 boom, boom.
Hey, and what?
Dum, dum, dum,
Okay.
boom, boom, dum, 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 dum.
Hey,
Boom,
I love
boom.
that. I love this angle.
I know, it's awesome.
Yeah.
This is going to be
Oh,
a
hey, we can all
blind.
fit in
This is
here
going to be
if
a
we just-
blind crossroads.
Okay.
We're not
Oh.
looking.
We're just posing. No one can see that. But
Really? They can. Look, I'm just upside down.
yeah.
I'm gonna go to the crossroads now. Don't look. Killers, check it out.
Wicked poster. Wow. How could they have put us together like this?
What do you mean?
The Streamlabs. We're menaces when we're this close.
Crazy.
I almost looked. Don't
look.
look.
I'm not looking.
Jordan?
Jordan.
I'm looking at the people I love. Away in the eyes.
Oh my god. Group kiss?
COVID.
True. COVID, it's really
Yeah,
spreading.
stay safe out
Stay
there,
safe, guys.
COVID people, and especially Macy.
Yeah.
Our COVID.
Brethren.
Our COVID.
Well, we don't have COVID.
No.
No, none of us.
She
do.
has
But
COVID.
she has COVID, yes.
Our COVID.
Fallen
Warrior.
angel.
Don't look at the answer.
COVID confidant.
I'm going to
COVID.
have you. Just go ahead and this is just gonna be a luck check.
I change back
roll
to-
a d20. Yeah, you can change it back. Crossroads is done. Just a luck check for
Type some
just like
things in the chat
this
so
is
I
just
can't
for
read
how
them.
much Brian has to share.
Okay, just straight roll?
Yeah.
14.
14. Okay. The Dreaming Dark. Yes. Yes. Yeah. That is a name that carries some resonance through the ages, the planes of existence themselves, you know. The Dreaming Dark. Now, the Dreaming Dark, from what I remember, songs being sung about it's the region of dreams, Dao Quo, as it were. This is a place that is ruled over, in its very heart, by a certain entity. And songs and stories tell of ages passing, where this region will be ruled over by darkness, and then in another age light, and then the next age darkness, and then in the next age light. This is the cycle of it. Now, if I can think of stories, songs about the great heroic deeds, the things that happened here on EBERRON, the things that happened in terms of military might and such, I can think about the Dreaming Dark, the region of dreams itself was cut off from our worlds. It used to be that you could just walk willy-nilly back and forth, but there was a war of giants and spirits that broke off the connection, and thusly it is only in our sleep. Our sleep is what connects us. And it is said that the only way to traverse freely and in a sort of lucid dream state in this place, to visit it yourself, is to give up something of yourself, as in an eyebrow or an ear, or to cut off a finger, to change your appearance in some way so that the spirits do not recognize you when you dream.
That's what you're asking us to do, to accept.
To shave this off or something of that sort, or perhaps to cut out your tongue, something like that. Then you'll be able to just walk around as much as you want in that
I
world.
think do that.
Like accept.
I don't think that's accepting, though. I think.
Are we supposed to banish it? Whatever.
You're saying, so I'm so happy I met you, Brian. You're saying that the region of dreams,
Yes.
when you could walk down core, when you could walk back and forth between this world and that,
Yes.
that there were periods that were ruled over by good and bad.
That is what they say. It is said that the edges of the region of dreams are shaped by us dreamers ourselves, but the center of it, the core of it, now that is a place that is ruled over, a dominion of sorts, of whatever power is in power in the age, whether it is darkness or it is light. And now many of the songs that it tell of tricksters, cunning ones, who would know of this lore of giving something up of yourself, and the eyebrow would be the key, because it is just enough to not lose a hand or something, but to be able to do a lucid walk in the region of dreaming.
That's all very good to know. Now, you know about the ruler that you said was bad, I suppose. Do you know anything about the good?
Good.
dreamers.
Well, I can't say I do. As far as all the stories go and the songs, they tell of the darkness that rules within. And they tell of there being, the nature of it being a cycle of light and dark, but...
Nothing about the light.
I can't say that I know about the light. It seems the darkness has been there for quite some time.
That's interesting. Very interesting, Brian. Are you on vacation here?
Oh, I was, and then I died, but...
Oh, right.
But now I
you
reside
died
here.
This is the place you're
I
dead.
did die, and what a better place to die.
It's a fantastic place
It's
to die.
gorgeous.
Wow, well, this was incredible meeting you and everything. Thank you for your information.
Of course. It was a pleasure to hear your performance, and it's a wonderful to have a war forged here on our shores.
Yes, that's right.
Wonderful people. Wonderful people.
Yes, the meeting of old and new, perhaps.
Exactly. Hopefully not too old.
Yes, you're looking fresh.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
But enjoy the rest of your time. Enjoy the rest of your time here.
I will. You as well. You have a long time here.
Well, I intend to enjoy it.
Yes. All right. Goodbye, Brian.
Goodbye. Disappears. And at this point, after this long walk, telling the stories and songs, it's late at night. The day has passed.
Okay. I would try to find my way, or I'd try to find these two, if not, well, on the way back to the ship. So, I don't know, if I see them, then maybe I'd stop, but
Very
I
good.
feel like just go back to
You make your way. Thaddeus, we're gonna go to you.
Yeah.
Hitting the town. Hitting
strut.
the town.
I'm pulling out amber cheddar, and I'm pulling out fufu. We're going crazy. The girls.
My
girls.
outside.
The girls.
Incredible. Carousing, going out, you find that quickly, just kind of learning from people milling about the high street, where people are going in terms of people who live here and know where the real party's at. You learn of a place called the Eidolon Tavern.
The Eidolon?
It's a little Eidolon. Eidolon Tavern.
Like I eat alone? I eat alone?
Sounds like
or
it.
eat alone?
Eidolon Tavern. You find out about this place, and finding it, you find this historic but beautiful establishment with a long bar. It is bartended by mostly poltergeists, as well as one old, very quiet ghost that holds court at the bar. Plenty of people coming in here, but you learn very quickly that there is also, for people in the know, a sort of speakeasy downstairs that's more of a dance club. For your night of carousing, for your day and night of carousing, we're going to have you roll a D100. Please.
Woo! This is my first D100. That's a 2D10 or just...
Yeah.
2D10. So
And then
make sure that one is
yeah.
like the 10s and one's the 1s.
Yeah. That is an 83.
83.
83 shots.
Oh,
I can't believe we took pickle shots at the beginning of this.
Okay.
That's like a lifetime ago at this point.
This is going to be some
crazy.
collaborative storytelling that we're going to do.
Great.
Once we find out what this is, but you're going to help me tell the story of this day and night and what exactly it entails.
This is so
But the question for the Crossroads Killers decide is, do they make an enemy, or are they caught up in a whirlwind romance?
Oh my god.
Y'all know what I want.
You move from one man to the next like it's
Literally.
nothing.
Well, okay. Thaddeus is a player,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's why it's very different from other characters. You know?
Yeah, you've been playing unromantic, unavailable characters. Yeah.
Yes.
This is really truly going to be something where I'm gonna ask you, Jordan, to tell the story of Thaddeus's day and night with whoever this person is, if that is all right with you.
Yeah, for sure.
As we're looking
Can you
at
give
this.
me a few prompts? Like, just like let me know who's around.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
I'll make some. I'll make some
very
Mad
free
Libs.
to
Some
ask
questions.
questions.
Wait, okay, speaking of Mad Libs, sorry to just interrupt
No, please.
this
You should,
right
you should
now.
promote
We're
this.
But
publishing our
on
Mad Libs.
Sunday, there is
If you live in the tri-state area.
yes, there is
Wait,
in New
let
York
me-
City.
Let me let you tell that when you're not upside down.
Oh, okay.
So true.
Go for it.
So on Sunday at the 20-sided store in Brooklyn, New York, I will be playing in a game run by some people who I believe their names are Twice Rolled Tavern. I believe so. They're also a live play, and they've created a game that is like Mad Libs. It's no prep, and a bunch of the New York TTRPG people are collabing on it.
Yeah.
I'm coming from PDKU. I don't know who else is coming, but it's gonna be really fun. I
So
think.
cool.
So,
So cool.
Come watch.
Carson perform.
It's like $11.
Tabletop place in New York, Towny Side.
Yeah,
It is the
20-sided store, best store ever.
20-sided store,
Yeah.
the greatest.
Come if you're in the tri-state area.
in
Come if
Tri-state
you're not.
area.
Come if you're not.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
fly
Literally,
here.
I dare you.
Fly.
Spirit,
rolled
Airlines,
tail.
Spirit Airlines,
Spirit
$49
Airlines.
ticket from Miami.
Here's the deal. You're caught up in a whirlwind romance.
Of course.
I'm gonna need you to roll a d20 to see how it ends up, and then
Okay.
I'll ask you to tell
It
the
is a
story.
12.
12. It's open-ended. It could still be going at the end of this.
It's complicated on Facebook.
As you
Go and get
go
angry
to
at all
the
of my
dance club.
honesty.
Midday at this dance club is full of people. It seems to be either a holiday or a weekend or something, but the party seems to be all day at the Eidolon Tavern, particularly in this like in the know part of it. The music is bumping. There's all sorts of people here. What kind of whirlwind romance does Thaddeus get involved in?
Can you tell me a few, like, just point out maybe a few people that are around?
Absolutely.
He is a pansexual icon, so he does
There
need
is
some options.
a great deal of elves here.
Okay.
People who live on this continent, on this island continent. It's mainly elves. There are some undead elves that live here as well. You can see that there are some ghosts
Don't
that
knock
are
until you
bumping
try.
around as well. But in addition to that, there's people from all over. There's you spot a couple of Warforged here that seem to be bumping and grinding. You see that there are. You remember the bartender Spinelli. That was a shifter. There's people who are sort of almost werewolf folk around here. There's all different sort of species and people that have gathered here for a good old time.
Great. Is there anybody not dancing?
You look over into the corner.
Looking for a wallflower.
Tonight. For a wallflower.
And you do spot there is seems to be a halfling, sort of sitting, looking up at the taller folk that are dancing around. This halfling is just sort of nursing a Cosmo in the corner.
I'm coming with both Fufu and Amber Cheddar. I'm so sorry. I'm a single father, so I just wanted to get a drink, and I need somebody to hold both my pets for a second while I grab a drink. Would you mind holding my very precious pygmy pig and my newly born velociraptor?
I love animals. Yeah, I would
really?
love to. If I hold these for you, will you go? They have actually a really good kind of secret menu here. Would you mind getting me? They have this really good tuna tartare.
What's your name?
My name?
Yeah,
Mo.
Mo. I promise you, I can make a better tuna tartare than they do.
as they hold the animals in their hands, they look up at you and smile and say, "Prove it."
I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go to the bar. And I'm gonna go to the bartender. Over there! I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna go up to the bar and go, over there!
What?
And then I'm gonna run to the kitchen.
You dash into the kitchen, making your way in. Everyone's so busy in here, they hardly notice.
Yeah, I'm gonna button up my chef's coat a little bit so I look like I'm part of this, whatever brigade this is.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you're able to quickly fit into here. There's not really a clear uniform in the kitchen here, so they'd hardly notice when a new cook comes in who knows what they're doing.
I'm gonna go to the coal station, which I'm assuming that the two in Tartar is coming off of. And whoever is there, I'm gonna kick them out.
Oh, it's my time for a break. Okay, all right. And they walk off, getting cigarettes out.
Great. I'm gonna start making the tartar, but I'm kind of seeing what other accoutrements they have. I'm pulling spices, I'm pulling textural elements, I'm pulling fresh veggies, and then what I'm assuming I finally make is like I guess in like our world, kind of a pan-Asian focus, mostly on like Japanese cuisine. So very fresh, a lot of like seaweed and salty, briny elements.
Wow.
Some maybe like wasabi,
And
pearls.
everything here being
Seaweed
like
salad.
an oceanside city is fresh and like beautifully
I just went on my
flavorful.
nose, I'm sure of it.
Oh no!
Who's got a napkin? Oh my god. I'll be back.
You compose this gorgeous dish.
Great. I'm also I'm gonna come out from the kitchen. I'm gonna look at the bartender and go, look over there!
Where? And they go running off again.
I'm gonna pull like a full bottle of wine.
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely. Getting it out.
So
As
dreamy.
you come over, you see Mo looking at you in shock running across their face as they clearly didn't expect you to go to this length.
What do you think?
I think that I'm sorry, I thought you were joking a little bit. I'm so sorry.
I don't joke. I follow through. Close your
Clearly.
eyes.
Close my eyes?
Trust me. You can trust me.
Okay.
I'm gonna feed them a little bit of the tartar.
Oh my god. I'm not joking, that's the best thing I've ever tasted.
Oh.
At least for now.
Do you wanna get out of here?
Yeah.
I know like a cool place. You're just visiting, right?
Yeah, just for the day. Here, let me take both my pygmy pig and my velociraptor.
Yeah, absolutely.
back. They can hang out in here while we where do you want to take? Do you know this place very well? Are you from here?
They look at you. You trust me?
Yeah.
Follow me. They lead you out of the bar, and you have a conversation as you walk through the streets of this city. As they lead you up higher and higher and higher, up where the view is beautiful of the glittering water down there. So you can only imagine what Phylum and 104 are up to as you follow Mo up. You see the enormous structure that is the Grand Temple of the Undying Court, this enormous religious structure at the top of this cliff. As they lead you up, they lead you on this sort of short hiking path that trails up and around to this cliff that comes close to the edge of the rooftop of the Grand Temple itself, this enormous structure. As they look back at you, trust me. And they run and they jump over the gap onto the roof of the Grand Temple, and they look back at you.
I got one better. I'm gonna pull my walk out and I'm gonna fly up.
As you are able to lift yourself by the animated shield and just float over onto the rooftop as they shake their head and laugh. And they lead you to the other end of this of this rooftop. And you find yourself looking at one of the most beautiful views you've ever seen in your life.
Wow.
So you find yourself with legs dangling off the edge on the sort of plateaued edge roof of the Grand Temple itself, looking down onto the city and out onto the water and the horizon beyond.
I'm gonna take a swig of my wine that I stole and hand it to them.
And they drink the wine.
You really weren't kidding. This is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, and this is a special place. I like to come here and just look out and see the boats coming in and out, the ships flying, watch the water, watch the sun.
It's magical. I understand why you stay here.
Yeah, I'm not from here originally.
Where are you from?
From Talenta, but they didn't. It's just a different kind of place. It was not really. I never really felt at home there. And, it's kind of first chance I could get. I took, and I tried to get as far from there as possible. And obviously, I went pretty crazy because I left Corvair, came all the way to a different continent. But you know, it's not perfect, but it's worth it.
So our stories are very similar. Truly. Yeah. I escaped my home too. Needed to find my own slice of happiness.
Sometimes you gotta escape one home to find another, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Can I kiss you?
Of course. Lean in.
I'm gonna kiss them.
They kiss you. And the sun traverses across the sky.
I'm rolling for hotness. It's a 9. It's a 9.
Baby.
Well,
Roll
this
for
is
the
actually, it's
kiss.
actually a 6, but to me it's a 9.
Yeah.
It's a
Roll
nine.
for a kiss.
right.
Performance
It's a
check.
For the kiss.
It's a 13 on my part.
But
It's a 14.
Wait. performance, wait.
plus.
It's a 15.
No,
Okay.
it's a 14 for them. So it's like the little awkwardness of like, you don't know this person, whatnot, but there's something really beautiful and tender in like kissing that person that you've just met and
Yeah.
finding this all of a sudden. You kiss, and they reach out and hold your hands, and the sun traverses the sky, and they share more about their life, how they live here, and what this island means to them, what leaving home means to them. They ask about your life as well.
I would tell them that nothing until, like, I would only talk about Shard and, like, my life there and
Yeah.
GiGi. I wouldn't say anything about what we're doing right now. Just,
And they seem fascinated by the Gold Dragon Inn.
Yeah.
They've heard of it, certainly, and are really interested in what it's like to actually work there and to run one. As they dive deep into your life, into your feelings about your life. Time passes swiftly, and night comes upon you as the moon shines out and stars glitter across the horizon. They look at you. I know you said you're just here for one day, but I'm not crazy. I'm not expecting, like, you know, a storybook, but I just think that I would regret it if I didn't tell you that I hope we see each other again.
I'm going to pull out just a piece of paper and I'm going to write the tuna tartare recipe that I made.
Gorgeous.
And I'm going to leave the address of where my home is in Shard.
Yeah.
Or at least close to it.
The recipe.
Well, now you know where I live. And you'll have a little piece of me.
As they
It's the address to a spirit hall.
pull out just a little piece of parchment and write down their address in the city and hand it to you and say, you know where to find me.
Well, I guess I gotta go now.
1 second, and they pull you in and kiss you again.
I'm gonna roll for that too. See if it gets better. It doesn't, so I'm not. That doesn't count.
No worries.
So
no
does
rolls.
nothing.
Only magic.
There was no roll.
There was no
a
rolls
roll
because
kiss.
it was bad. There's no rolls. It's a great kiss. No need to roll.
I'm gonna stumble away and look at them the whole way, bathed in the moonlight and all that
And
stuff.
they let you leave that way, so that the last sight you see of them is in the most beautiful spot in the city.
My heart. So beautiful.
As the three of you
Wow.
finish your day in the port city here on the coast of Arenal, you meet back up on the causeway
Do I see Vale in a bikini on the
to the
beach?
airship. As
Board questions.
Yeah.
you don't.
The girl has got to get some.
Phylum, during your full day at the spa, there is a moment where, for roughly half an hour before she packs up and just shakes it off and leaves, you see an awkward director Vale in a bikini come down to the beach, open up a thick paperback book, and just sit down on a chair and read it under an umbrella for just about half an hour before she keeps checking a watch and then eventually leaves.
Okay.
Good for you, girl.
I'm telling Scallop the play-by-play of everything that happens. Oh my god, there she is. I like her bikini. It's nice. Reading some book. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
You all gather once more here at the airship as repairs are finished. Early, in fact, so that you are able to lift off from the city here tonight and spend the night in the air, already underway, heading southeast, passing over the continent of Arenal, the last bastion of known civilization to you, before you head off towards what you think might be the final leg of this journey. The unknown continent, the realm of dragons, Argonessen itself, as the moon shines over the Zeppelin as it departs the city. We'll pick up there next time.
Wow. What a good episode.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That was so fun.
Had to do a
Slay.
little shopping
Yeah, we need a
episode.
little.
I'm so sorry
I
to
love
Macy
it.
for
Loved it.
missing the non-stress, well, a little stressful, but like less
And it was
stressful
like
episode.
not even just us shopping. Like the beginning of this episode was so dramatic.
Yeah.
All of
Yeah.
us like having these amazing like moments of
Connection.
and connection, and then a shopping episode.
Work.
Twofer. A
Love
two for
ya.
one.
Hey.
We're here next week, right?
We are here next
We're
week.
here
Next
next
week,
week.
and then
Give this
and then
give this
there will
video a
be
like, please.
another-
If you haven't,
Yeah,
Well,
2 weeks.
just to
video,
do a
like-
little plug, though, next
for
week
those
is
who
the
can-
next episode of EBERRON, but then the week after that is not EBERRON. It's 1 week off of EBERRON because
We will be doing a one-shot, and I will be DMing for the first time.
JPDM.
It's a fun theme that I will release soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's good. It's in the zeitgeist.
Slay.
So exciting. Tune in for all of it, guys. Love ya.
Bye.